So we are not going to introduce him and let the video speak about him. Please pay the AV.
Our speaker for today is someone who brings academic vision, entrepreneurial energy, and a fantastic sense of humor to campus. Professor Chetan Vakalkar.
As the university's academic advisor and chief marketing officer, I play a key role in shaping both the student experience and the institution's future. At work and beyond, I'm a creative thinker, technology buff, sports person, music enthusiast, with a wit that keeps everyone smiling. My approach goes beyond textbooks, embracing fresh ideas, real-world learning, personal growth, and preparing students to lead. As an electronics and telecommunication engineer with an MBA in marketing, I bring over 3 decades of experience across education and entrepreneurship. I am also the author of the popular self-transformation book, The Corporate Yodha, Unleashing the Power of Q in You. Over the years, I've represented Indira at national and global corporate forums and received multiple awards for my contributions to education.
Freshers, turn up the energy and give a huge welcome to the dynamic professor, Chetan Vakalkar.
I was told that all of you are a very, very bright lot. So I came prepared. But now that I'm here and I'm seeing all of you, I'm realizing that you all are getting there. So maybe it's good for me to take my shades off. So very good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
It's great to be here. I've lost count of how many induction programs we've been a part of, me and some of the team members out here. But the excitement each year when we come to address, or rather when I especially come here to talk to you people, the new batch, the new MBA coming into Indira University, the second batch actually. Last year's was super special because you were the first one, you all are the second batch. Still special because you all are the new students who are here, who have entrusted us and the School of Business with the responsibility of helping you achieve your dream career, your qualification, which will help you transform to a better professional, a better leader, and of course, a better family person for your family members who all have high hopes and aspirations from each one of you all, right? I've been hearing a lot of good things about your induction program. A lot of you students have also been tagging because we are active on Instagram, and new students are sending reels and tagging me and things like that, tagging quite a few of us who are active on Insta. And then I realized that this format of induction program is working so well, I was going to suggest to Shika ma'am and the team that why don't we run this entire semester as one large induction program, right? We don't need to do classroom teaching, we will just do this format. Every week we'll end with an OMT kind of a off-site location activity. OMT मजा आया? बहुत धमाल किया आप लोगों ने. बारिश गिर रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं, nobody cares. Everybody was out in the open, enjoying the rain, and I think that is the beauty of the kind of way we structure the induction program here. Anyway, so coming back to, did you like my video introduction first thing? Tell me, show of hands, show of hands. How many of you liked it? Cool, something different, hatke? So today we are going to talk a lot about AI also, because it's a game changer. It's going to impact the way business, it's already impacting in a mind-boggling way the way business is being done. But of course, you all being the fresher and the new batch, and one of the questions in my book, has anyone tried to get a glimpse into what the corporate Yodha and unleashing the power of Q is about? Anyone tried to do some pre-workshop research? None of you all. None of you all. No wonder I removed my glasses. Not as bright as I thought. Keep one thing in mind. You did. Okay, great. What's your name? Please stand up. Aditi. So what did you find out about this book, or what about the workshop? What's the workshop going to be about? Is somebody going to be around, running around with the mics? I need the fastest second year students or the fastest faculty who can sprint around. pushing a mic to the students. Yeah. Aditi, right?
Sir, so as the tagline says that unleashing the power of QU in you. So I read a bit about you and that says that it's the internal factors that affects our success rather than the external factors.
Okay.
It's our perspective, the effort we put in and also how we think or look around things. And rather than depending on the external things, we should look within us and then
Okay,
work
that's a very nice general answer where she's not really talked much about the book, but you have been listening to a lot of motivational speakers, I think. How many motivational speakers have you had up till now? Kazi sir. Okay, great. Thank you, Aditi. Sit down. You said nothing about the book. It was like a very nice, general, confident answer, but I like the confidence, right? Thank you. Okay, let's start with the first slide. The book is here. I'm going to ask you one simple question to begin with. You all are all here. Most of you have joined at the same time. You all are going to be doing the same MBA qualification, barring some of you who are doing global finance or digital marketing and AI, which is a little different. But the rest of you all, it's still an MBA qualification. What I want to ask you out here, there is a scale. We have knowledge on one side, we have skills on the other side, right? I want you to tell me, up till now, whatever people have come and who have interacted with you, taught you, they have been building you up for your knowledge or your skills. And who was the one who was most impressive for you? Any speaker, any activity which was the most impressive for you, and whether that added to your knowledge or skills. Is knowledge and skills the same? First question. No. Correct? So we are on same page with that, right? So who would like to answer this? Who was your best speaker so far? Did he contribute to your knowledge or did he contribute to your skills? Come on, you're all going to get opportunities to win Indira's own mascot, a smiley with the logo. Aditi gets the first one. Catch. Not bad. That's a pretty good catch. Okay, wonderful. Now you saw the ball. पहले हाथ ऊपर गया. चल जवाब दे खड़े रह के. Come on. Okay, great. Now tell us about the answer. नाम तो बोल दिया, मेरे को पता है. Knowledge or skills?
Knowledge.
Okay, what did you learn?
Knowledge from R.L. Bhatia sir and skills from Nadim Kazi sir. How to deliver the speech or in anything you want to deliver to audience.
Okay,
From
wonderful.
R.L. Bhatia, from Nadim Kazi, and from sir, we had a lot of experiential learning from him.
Take example bata. What was the experiential learning?
From R.L.
From me?
Bhatia sir.
क्या बात है? You only said ना Bhatia sir or Kazi sir. So Bhatia sir said knowledge. You said experiential learning, right? So what do you mean by that?
उनका एक कोट था कि
हाँ.
अगर कुछ अच्छा करना है तो बुरा क्यों करना है, अच्छा करना है, सब एक कोट था उनका.
बुरा नहीं करना तो अच्छा करना है.
नहीं उनका एक कोट था, एक वीडियो है मेरे पास उनकी.
अच्छा.
उनका एक वो कोट था कि
What's your name?
यश.
Yash. So Yash, I'll give you this just for standing up and being confident. But like your answer, it went over my head. So the ball has also gone over your head. Give this mic back to him. Yeah.
Good morning, sir. This is Rohit Roy.
Hi, Rohit. Good morning.
According to me, best speaker was Rohit Singh, sir. He told us the difference.
Knowledge or skills?
Sir, skills.
Skills, okay.
Okay. He told us the difference between knowledge and skill.
Wonderful.
So, yeah. So according what he told us was knowledge is information-based knowledge, and skill is successful application of knowledge. Consistency is called skills.
So application of knowledge is skills.
Yes, sir.
Consistency in that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Where are you from, Rohit?
I'm from Bihar.
Yeah, catch. Nice. Okay, anyone else? Okay, sure. Do you remember any of the skills he talked about? Rohit? Speak loudly, you don't need a mic. You remember any of the skills? No, sir. Okay.
Hello sir, my name is Madhur.
Hi, Madhur.
The session from Mr. Shiv Prasad Mantri sir, which was leadership and life lessons from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj.
Okay.
And it contributed to our knowledge. And the best thing was about the leading from front. I found it a bit interesting and
So any one lesson which you think you can apply to your business school career management education?
Yes, the leading from front.
Leading from front.
Yes.
So walk the path before you make others walk your path. Right? Okay, wonderful, Madhu. Catch. Great. Okay, now the next part of this question, knowledge and skills. Are you all going to pass out from here next year with the same knowledge and the same skills? How many of you all feel you will pass out with the same knowledge and similar skills? Put up your hands, come on. Any of you all feel that? At the back? Same knowledge, same skills? Okay, same knowledge. Forget the skills part. How many of you will pass out, you think, with the same knowledge? Nobody feels you all will pass out with a similar knowledge? Why? Then answer why, come on. Why you won't? Who will tell me the reason why? Somebody, okay, let's get her, yeah.
Good morning, sir. Kashish this side.
Hi, Kashish.
Like you are asking about the knowledge and the skills. So every of the person over here having a different grasping power and how we are working on ourselves. So
Okay.
if we are working on ourselves with good things, then we'll get the and grasp the skills itself. Knowledge provided by the teachers is the same, but how we are taking it and how we are remembering it and we are applying it is something different.
Great. That's a wonderful answer, Kashish. That's good. So what about skills? Your thoughts on skills? Catch.
Skills is
Learn to play cricket more.
Skills is something that is the same itself, ki how we are applying the knowledge into the daily life. Like we are getting the internships.
Tell me one thing, all of you are trying to connect knowledge to skills.
Yes.
Is this that knowledge, without knowledge you can't build skills? Can't build skills without knowledge.
No, we can.
Because you all are then, who's going to say that skills is a subset of knowledge? How many people here from engineering background? Okay, BSc background, BSc students? Commerce students? Okay, and the rest are arts and etc. etc. So subset, so everybody understands, right? So would you all say that skills is a subset of knowledge then? Yes? So without knowledge, no skills. Are you sure? Anybody who disagrees, because I disagree with it. Now tell me if anybody disagrees. Because people want to know that koi to alag sa soch raha hai ya nahi soch raha hai. Would you disagree? Will anybody disagree that skills is not a subset necessarily of knowledge? What I would say is you're partly right, but not fully right. Because that's what the book is going to tell you about. There are certain things or certain aspects of your personality or individuality which do not need knowledge, which need more about awareness and experience to be able to excel in that particular quotient. Okay? So, fine. I wanted to pull this out because I wanted to see your perception of what do you mean between knowledge and skills and whether you think that skills cannot be developed without knowledge. Okay? Great. So, the Corporate Yodha is the book which I released in 2024, I think. And it came about because I was thinking, people are telling me it's high time you wrote a book. My first book I had written when I was 28 years old, way back in the 1990s. Quite a long time back. And since then I've not written a book. So I thought that what is it that I should write today? Since there are so many books on self-help books, all these books fall under the self-help category. And the maximum number of self-help books in the world are on leadership and motivation. Okay, these are two areas when you Google, go on Amazon or any search engine or any AI search engine, you'll find lakhs of titles are available. So I said it's no point walking that path again. What else is there which I think goes to make our students a corporate Yodha? And for me, the perspective of the end user who was in mind was largely my university student. Because I feel that that is a generation which needs to be influenced the most and not those people with already having 3 years, 4 years experience who are part of an industry. There is a lot which those people know. But since you all are here to start your journey for MBA program and then your career later, I thought this would be a very appropriate book which talks about 6 quotients We all know that besides these 6 quotients, have you heard of any other quotients which are the most popular quotients which all of you are already evaluated upon? Who said that? Please stand up. Wonderful. What's your name, my friend? Sagar. Wonderful, Sagar. So what is IQ and what is EQ? Right? Wonderful. So in your case or in everybody's case, what is that parameter which tests your IQ, say for a MBA, entrance to an MBA college?
Our aptitude knowledge and general knowledge.
Your ET, right? Your whichever entrance test you'll give, whether it's CET, IUCET, XAT, CAT, anything, that's a testing parameter which largely tests your IQ, right? So since you all have been children, right, literally from the time, since most of you all were in nursery, KG, primary school, middle school, secondary, higher school, college, Indian education system unfortunately is based on trying to evaluate everybody with one exam at the end of the semester, or of course some more tests along the way. But it basically puts pressure on your memory, and it's what your memory you can deliver decides how good you are. Would you agree with that? Would anybody disagree with that? Has anybody been evaluated on purely on something which is not related to your IQ? Very difficult. Yes, you may have a few, exceptions and variations and things like that, but largely everybody is evaluated on their IQ. And EQ, of course, is another aspect which is also covered in my book as part of the wellness quotient. So what I said was, yes, IQ, EQ is a given. All of you all are here because of your IQ. You know, in India, there are less than 0.0001% of India's population who gets a chance to do an MBA like you from a recognized university. So you all are very special and a very privileged lot to be sitting out here in a great university. You should thank your parents and your family for giving you this opportunity to do a full-time MBA, which of course is costing them a reasonable amount of their savings and money, but of course they believe in investing in your future. So that is a privilege to be here. So naturally, having said that, we are talking about 6 quotients which I want you all to be aware of, which are equally important, or I would say very, very important for you guys to become successful corporate professionals. And that's why I call it, if you want to become a Yodha, the corporate journey is not easy. I don't know how many of you have interacted with your seniors, but they'll tell you, yes, we did place a record number of close to 1100 seniors this year for MBA programs with reasonably good packages. But there were students who got packages around 5 lakh and there were students who got packages around 15 lakhs or more. Now the question is, which spectrum do you want to be in? Do you want to be in the 5 lakh spectrum or you want to be in the 15 lakhs and above spectrum? And depending on that, your journey as a corporate Yodha has already begun. Treat this as a school like where you as a warrior are honing your corporate skills and corporate knowledge. We used to have Gurukul and those kind of things in the Indian mythology which you'll have studied, and you'll have kept your role models from that and saying, oh wow, these people did what penance, they went to a Gurukul for so many years. You guys have only 1.5 years. There isn't much. Out of that, nearly 3 weeks are done. So your time is much lesser, you'll have a far better environment. Your discipline factors affecting you are much more relaxed compared to what would happen to one of the mythological heroes in Gurukul, right? You don't have to wake up at 5 in the morning every day, follow a very strict regime and routine. This is not a National Defense Academy. This is Indira University School of Business. Of course, for all of you all who take too many liberties, again, discipline is one of your most important aspects which you need to build up. And I feel that is something which will come in one of these quotients. It could be wellness quotient, it could be social quotient. So there are 6 quotients right out here. What we are going to do is, today I'll try and do 3 to 4 with you. Couple of them I'll leave them because we don't have time that much. But we're going to make it interactive. We're going to ask questions. We're going to get you to do a lot of quizzes. I hope all of your mobile batteries are charged, because that's how my sessions would be. You'll get to scan a lot of QR codes and take quite a few tests. We'll do a few activities which we can on stage, time willing. But let's start with the first quotient, which I feel is very, very crucial. It's called the social quotient, right? Now, in an MBA education, let's compare it with, say, a role of an engineer who finishes his hardcore technology-based education and goes into a company, there are lots of time when they are spending time on their own, working at their desk or working on the shop floor, working with machines, working with managing systems and processes. Compare that with the MBA's role, which is involved to a large extent. His success depends on his or her ability to interact with other people. It's about developing interpersonal skills, interpersonal communication. So what does the social quotient say? It represents your ability to connect authentically, collaborate effectively, and communicate meaningfully with colleagues, clients, and stakeholders across diverse backgrounds. There's some data which backs that definition. Teams with leaders scoring high in social quotient report 23% higher engagement and 19% lower turnover. When you're talking about lower turnover, we're talking about employee turnover, not business turnover. Okay, please understand that. SQ drives successful negotiations, conflict resolution, and relationship-based selling. How many of you all sitting out here think you all are extroverts? Put up your hands. How many of you all are extroverts? You're kidding me? We don't know the meaning of an extrovert in the first place. Who doesn't know the meaning of extrovert? Also put up your hand first. किसको पता नहीं है एक्सट्रोवर्ट शब्द का अर्थ? कोणाला माहिती नाही का एक्सट्रोवर्ट म्हणजे काय? Are you all trying to tell me that in this whole auditorium there are only some 10 people who are extroverts? Can't be possible. I saw some 300 of you all shouting at the OMT, dancing, jumping around like there is no tomorrow. So if you all can do that kind of behavior or come on stage here and do halla gulla with Nadeem sir, that is introvert behavior? Are you mad or something? No way. There are a lot many more extroverts out there. You're only scared to put up your hands thinking that Chetan sir abhi agla sawal kya puchenge, chodo haath upar nahi karte. Now that is the most stupid behavior all of you can follow. Don't do that. Please don't think I am some, what do you call that? That villain from Harry Potter or whatever kind of a thing, or Lord of Rings, or whatever his name is. I forget the names. I watched the whole episodes many years back. But first thing I'll remember that social quotient. And I'll tell you why this is very, very crucial. The biggest hindrance to your social quotient is your confidence and the fear which you have. आज मला सांगा की किती तुमच्यापैकी किती लोकांच्या पोटात गोळा येतो when you get a tightening in the stomach. If I ask you now, stand up and answer without you putting up your hand. Now tell me honestly, how many of you have the fear of being pulled up to answer questions? Come on, how many of you have the fear? Be honest, let's be honest with each other. Now see, nearly half the auditorium or more is putting up their hands. Now guys, I'll tell you one thing, this is one of your hindrances or hurdles in you achieving a good social quotient. Because you'll never be the first to say hi, you'll never be the first to talk in a group. How many of you are in GDs? तू हाथ ही ऊपर कर लिया पहले, मैंने सवाल भी नहीं पूछा. रुक जरा. I know everybody is given GDs. I'm saying how many of you all in GDs would always try to speak first in a group discussion? Okay, so there are hardly 10, 20, 15% of you all. Okay, so this again shows that, see, in a GD also you need confidence to be able to start a GD or a conversation. Now these are all examples of your social skills because they are determined with you with reference to other people. Now the same habits, if you continue with them when you join a team, when you join the corporate world or you do a SIP, you will continue with that fear within you. You will continue with that lack of confidence. That why can't I speak first? Why can't I take the lead? He said that lead from the front. How can you lead from the front if you're not confident, if you don't believe in yourself, if you're not willing to speak first, and if you're not willing to fail? The biggest thing is that somebody else also in your induction had talked, the fear of failure. I think you should get that out. You all are here to learn. Make mistakes, give dumb answers, make us laugh at dumb answers. Dumb answers are pretty cool sometimes. बहुत हंसी आती है. Pinda, learn to laugh at each other's mistakes. There's nothing wrong in that. Nobody out here is a genius who comes with some Einstein level IQ. You would not be sitting here otherwise, because Einstein level IQs would be sitting somewhere else. So let's accept that we are all equals. And there's a very nice book written by this author called Jeffrey Archer. I don't know if any of you all have read Jeffrey Archer books. Anyone out here? People from my generation would maybe connect more. But there was a book which he wrote called First Amongst Equals. Do you largely think you all are equals out here? Broad spectrum, all doing the MBA program at School of Business. Yes, you all are. Now the question is, who from you all is going to start taking that initiative and try to become first amongst the equals. That's how your corporate employability placement race is going to take off next year. And the sooner you realize that, the better you will be to discipline yourself and prepare for this journey of becoming a corporate Yodha. Okay, so let's do one activity now. The first activity which we're going to try and do. The next slide, please. Okay, before that, yes, I've done something very interesting. I've gone into the AI world and taken interviews with some great personalities who I personally adore. And I think all of y'all in your journey of becoming corporate Yodha, the social quotient should also be used by y'all. I'll explain better after the example. Let's see this thing.
Anand, today's leaders must create value not only for business but also for society. How can young leaders develop a stronger social mindset? True leadership means understanding the world and creating solutions that matter. Great businesses build trust, empower communities, and create lasting impact.
How many of you could identify this gentleman? Anand Mahindra, right? Most of you all know he's the head of one of India's most, you could say, larger diversified conglomerates. They started largely with tractors, tractor manufacturing, and they evolved into a car company, right? Now, do you know what Anand Mahindra is very famous for? Anyone, put up your hands. Which is one aspect of having a high social quotient. Anyone? How many of you all are on a handle called X? So what was X known as before? Correct. Do you know how many followers Anand Mahindra has on X? Anyone take a guess? He's one of the most followed individuals on X with a mind-boggling 11.4 million followers. And how has he leveraged this? He has leveraged this literally where he takes customer feedback on X about his vehicles, about the products he makes, and individually responds to them, saying that, okay, I noted this problem with this car. This is the dealer in Karnataka and Bangalore here. Please go to him. He will help you sort out. So people and customers have huge respect for him because he doesn't know that person. He's never met him. But as you climb up the ladder, your social quotient also talks about your ability to interact with a large customer base using the power of social media and digital communication. Today, digital communication is huge. You all saw Narendra Modi's video 3 days back, which broke the world record. 304 million, some ridiculous number of views in one 24-hour period or something, right? Why are these statistics and factors important? Because these leaders who want to become leaders at that level, the top Yodhas in their own field, use technology or use some medium to be able to create an aura about themselves which gives the followers or the people things like trust, trusting the product, building loyalty, building respect. And social quotient is all about that. It's interaction with a community, interaction with your team, your clients, your stakeholders, whether it is in person or it could be on a digital format. And it could even be through communication, your even ability to communicate and write emails. Connect with somebody through the right email, the right lettering, the wording of the email is a social skill. It's a social quotient as far as the corporate world goes. You can call it communication skills, etc. Right, yes. But that plugs into, in a broader spectrum, creating how good you are at your social quotient. How many of you all are following our chairperson, President Dr. Tarita Shankar on any social media platform? Quite a few of you all, right? Now today she has somewhat developed this skill similar to what I would say Anand Mahindra is. She is in touch with literally students not only of who are currently studying in Indira University, but alumni from like 20 years ago. She would respond to on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, sometimes even those who are fortunate or smart enough to get access to her mobile number, and they reach out to her even with problems after they have graduated from Indira. Now that again is a classic example of a woman leader having an amazing ability and a high social quotient. When the world around you who are relevant to you feel that you are accessible, that yes, I can reach out to this person without fear. I can reach out to a senior leader without fear. And you know that that person may respond. That is when you're starting to build up and you will start thinking like that person. So ability in this, your ability to network, networking skills are extremely again important. And you can only network with other people if you're comfortable openly going and talking. How many of you are looking at sales and marketing careers? MBA, digital marketing, AI, all of that. Marketing, put up your hands confidently. Come on, first thing, if you're sales marketing, you must put up your hand like this. Yo, that's me. Again, every action of yours needs to have confidence in that. Because you guys, if you're selecting sales and marketing as your careers, your ability to network is extremely important. Sales are driven through networking and pushing forward and building a nice bridge with you, yourself and your potential customers. You may be dealing distributors, dealers, you may be handling stores across multi formats. You may be handling direct customers for all you know, to begin with initially. If you're handling, say, large sales like real estate sales, automobile sales, to begin with, you'll be put into a fancy location where you're saying, go, direct customers. Or if you get into banking, HNI client servicing, you're handling direct clients. So there, if you have a fear of communication and opening up and talking freely with, of course, when you talk to higher HNI clients, your respect and thing is you can't treat them like a friend. You have to treat them with utmost courtesy, utmost etiquettes. Your appearance and your personal get-up is very important. That's why we will, of course, over the next few years work on your etiquettes and grooming and things like that. But depending on to who you're communicating, the understanding and knowledge, the way I communicate with my peers or my colleagues in my class, or the way I communicate with my friend circle or relatives, it cannot be the same way I'll communicate with my clients or people when I go into the corporate world. So social quotient is a lot about self-awareness also, knowing your strengths, your limitations. So let's do one activity now, which will help all of you. I hope you'll have got some notebooks to write, or you can write on your mobile phone notes. I want you to read this carefully. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to prepare a 1-minute pitch of yourself. Okay? Your pitch for 1 minute or few seconds aage piche will cover these 6 points. First thing, it should be unique introduction. So by unique, I mean you could make it humorous. You could start introducing yourself with a poem or a share or a shairi or something. I'm allowing you to use a language which you're comfortable in. Could be Marathi, English, Hindi. Don't use Malayalam, Kannada and all, because I really don't understand that. Any of that. Talk about one interesting fact about yourself. What do you think is your core strength which you're bringing to the program? Okay. Second, 1 or 2 skills you want to build during your MBA. What do you think are the 2 most critical skills which are going to help you become a corporate Yodha and a successful career after MBA? What is your dream career? Have you thought of what your dream career is? And a personal tagline that defines you, right? Nike is what? Just do it, right? So simple tagline like that which defines you. What's the tagline which you stand by? Don't take Nike's tagline and say, just do it, sir, just do it. खुद की tagline के बारे में सोचो कि 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, if you join the corporate world and the HR person asks you, what is that thing which you believe in? What do you go by? What is your value? What is your work ethic, work philosophy? That tagline should be able to define that for you. So start thinking about from now. It could evolve. It's not that I'm saying this tagline will be your brand tagline 2 years down the line. But it's something which you can start thinking about now. If you want to start thinking about becoming a corporate Yodha, you need to start thinking about these. What's your dream career? What are the skills you want to build? It's going to guide you in that direction. So your social quotient is also about today. I'm going to get some of you all coming on stage, and we're going to get you to talk about this. We're going to get you to make your pitch. And also remember one thing, the best pitches will be the ones which are not going to be read out. You're talking about yourself, you're not talking about somebody else. So whatever you write out there, those guys, I'm going to allow reading for those who cannot recollect. But again, that's the difference between somebody who comes up here and reads out these 6 points through a mobile and somebody who will come out here, keep the book there or mobile there, stand here confidently and introduce himself or herself. That's already a person who's moving towards having a higher social quotient than you. And all these small actions, activities are going to differentiate how you build your quotient out of these 6 vis-a-vis any of your classmates and colleagues, right? The competition for everything starts from the day you have entered this college and decided to do an MBA. If you think that, oh, this is like everybody, hum sab Hindi chini bhai bhai, all of us are brothers and sisters, India is a great nation, forget it. Nobody's going to offer you their job next year when they get a better package than you. It's never happened in the history of Indira. Yeah, I don't think anybody will, anybody out here will disagree with me that any student has said, "Arey bhai, मैं तेरे को सिर्फ 5 लाख की नौकरी मिली, मेरी 10 लाख की लेके जा तू." It doesn't happen. It's competition, and that's why the book is a corporate Yodha. I'm not saying you have to kill each other and fight. We're talking about skills, developing your mind, your intelligence, and your ability to deliver in a corporate environment better. I would say we are all one. Like, let's say we are one team. You'll have to deliver it better than the other business schools. That's all. I don't want you to fight amongst yourselves, but I want you all to definitely develop competitive spirit. So even before going ahead now, there are 3-4 questions which we're going to go through depending on time. We're going to divide you all into 3 teams. Abhi World Cup ho gaya, that fever is still in my head. Today also I get up in the middle of the night thinking abhi match lagayenge. But abhi to final ho chuka hai. How many football fans out here? Soccer fans? Anyone? How many wanted Spain to win? Only few like me. How many Messi fans out here who thought that Argentina is going to walk away with the cup? Okay. I also love that guy, to be honest with you, but I really didn't want him to win this year. First thing, because genuinely, he's been there, done that. And I don't feel if somebody can play for like 40, 45 years, akela hi World Cup ghar pe leke jayega. We should give others a chance. I believe everybody needs a chance, and it's simply that Spain were tactically a far superior, better team. If you ask me, they were the soccer or football yodhas of the tournament. And that's what preparation can do. When you prepare as a team, and everybody understands that the team cannot really function without their role being played to the maximum, that's when you win a World Cup. With Argentina, if you see most of their semi-final quarter matches, if you remove Messi from the equation, Argentina out of the way, a corporate team works. Right? So corporate and sports are very connected because competitive sports, the is mind-boggling. And I think the batch of it and divide and divide your time between become a corporate Yodha over the next 1.5 to 2 years. Only those who understand that and factor in a discipline in their routine will be able to get there. Okay? Okay, sorry, I'm going to around 4 minutes to complete this. For these 3 teams. This is one team, second. Don't take 10 minutes for discussing that. We don't have time. First thing which comes to your mind. Fast and Furious. Fast and Curious. Awesome. I love that name. Let's give a round of applause for that. You guys are Fast and Curious. I think something that is सॉरी अरे क्रिएटिविटी बताना यार मेरा सीक्यू है उधर क्रिएटिविटी कोशेंट फास्ट एंड क्यूरियस इज क्रिएटिव मैन कौन बोला तो अकेला इग्रिस बद मेरे को तो लगता है इग्रिस ये इंग्लिश वर्ड भी नहीं है ये किधर से ढूंढना मेरे को पता नहीं, कोई तो गूगल मारो जरा फटाफट। इग्रिस मैंने सुना नहीं है, सॉरी। Learning with? You learn first English for properly, not learning complex words मत दो यार, कुछ तो अच्छा catchy, trendy बोलो कुछ तो, come on. ये तो बन गई योद्धा already. Okay. Again, see, everybody has to agree. If somebody says a good name, his name was pretty cool, funky cool. इस साइड नाम तैयार है? Master think. Master implementers would be more cool, but okay, master thinkers, you all want to be master thinkers? Master executors? Pride. Pride and hype. Guys, pride and hype? No. Dreamers and doers, D&D. Dad ban gaya ye, dreamers and doers. Kya? Don't like dreamers and doers? Spartans. How many Spartans out here? Quite a few Spartans. You all are good with Spartans? चलो, let's go with Spartans. पूरा दिन यही करते बैठेंगे हम लोग. तुम लोग last, चलो last chance. We are fast and curious. We'll have the doing Spartans. Spartans who do and dream. Can we call you all that? Okay, what about you all? Arre, I love this. This is the right team. मैं ये आंसर सुनने के लिए मेरे कान तरस गए थे यार. टीम जीतने वाला है. अभी कोई भी आंसर दो. Back to your writing. So doing Spartans. Whoever finishes first and is ready to come on stage, just come and stand here on stage. When we get 10 people, we will start. Okay? And I want people from all teams. So इधर से 10 लोग आ गए तो नहीं चलेगा. Okay, I need people to come from stage 2 of come. I need even Spartans. Name stand. The Yodha are standing here. The curious people, fast and curious. They are actually fast to come on stage. They are living up to their name. And remember, not anyone facing anything from this point, right? Here is a team of judges. You can see back, up to you. You can speak like this also if you want. Yeah. You have to decide that, no problem. Okay, which team? Corporate Yodhas. तो इससे इधर आ जाओ. Come in the middle. तो उनको क्यों उठाई? अरे Spartans. Standard this thing. Like I said, your introduction. I'm going to not judge you for good morning, hi, hello. When your time starts now, means your time starts now. It's like a pitch, right? So the moment you start with the general way, normal way, then he points. Start dropping. I said unity, sorry, okay, fine. Yeah.
Butterfly being Aditi Jain Deshmukh with IUSOB in 2 years is gonna grow up her skills. One interesting fact about me is being a philocalist, I enjoy and appreciate and find beauty in everyday things. My one of the core building connection, one or two skills that I want to build up in India is I want to polish up my skills and also learn to inculcate the skills that my dream career is I want to be the head of the brand marketing team of YSL and Google, and a personal tagline that would define me is lead.
Highest cheer also gets more marks. Okay, remember. Judges, kya laga? Out of 10, how much are you going to give her? How they do in all those reality shows? How many? Watch separately. Chalega? Acha, that's a great idea. Okay, we'll have to do it outside college also. Others are also. Okay, that's wonderful. Marks. One of you can say how many marks? सब कान में बात करके बोलो. Out of 10. Out of 10. आगे का स्कोप ही नहीं रखा आपने कुछ. चलो ठीक है. Now corporate Yodhas. Come on. Let's go. Yodha.
सूरज की पहली किरण का हेलो एवरीवन माय नेम इज प्राची शुभकन्या राजेंद्र बोडे एंड वन इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट अबाउट मी दैट from my mistakes and to also learn from the criticism that is also good for my growth. Then skills that I want to build during my MBA career is the best and very, very well communication skills as well as a very good network. Living a life of freedom, success and happiness. And a personal tagline that defines me, let not the and the compassion be mine to serve. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Let's go, Yodhas. Well done. Judges? 9. क्या यार योद्धा की टीम को ऐसे कर रहे. चलो ठीक है 9. Judges की बात is final. That's why I'm not the judge because I want them to give the. It should be unbiased and fair. Yes, the Spartans. Let's go.
So hi everyone, I am Kaushik from Team Spartan. So the unique introduction the seed is not the day you get the fruit. So that well defines me. And one interesting fact about me is that I love to sketch, but I would never agree that I love sketching. Love sketch. And the core strength is my core strength is communication and confidence, which I assume that dono interlinked hai, and that's my core strength. The next is the one or two skill you want to build during MBA. So I would love to build networking because networking takes you the places where money can't. And my dream career is कि the day I feel कि मेरे parents, my father and my dad feel like कि हाँ he made it. That's my dream career. And a personal tagline that defines me is as long as I'm alive, I got infinite chances.
Wonderful. As long as I'm alive, I have infinite chances. Great. Possibilities. That's really nice. Come on, next. Score. Judges. नहीं तुझे कौन बोल रहा है नहीं है? तेरे को जज बनना इधर, आना इधर. हाँ हाँ स्कोर यू.
From a Banya mindset, and I'm here to incorporate myself with corporate mindset as well. The one interesting fact about me is within last 5 years, I have made friends with in 30 plus cities inside and outside India. Is I think is I can communicate with everyone sitting in this room easily and have the ability to relate with each one of the level. The skills I want to develop in myself are related to analysis, getting good with numbers, and getting more used to the improvise it, but it's beat the heat or let it go.
Beat the heat or let it go.
It's stage friendly.
Okay, nice. Well done. क्या लगा? He's from the Yodha. Okay, okay. Score, judges. ये गुजराती बनियार तू उसको just because he's that 7 दे दिया क्या उसको? They are regarding banyas and Gujaratis. कितने कंजूसी? तेरे को मार्क्स ही नहीं दे रहे. चलो good. Yes, come.
Hello everyone, myself Darshan. The unique introduction about myself is everyone has a story, but my story is creating challenges into opportunities. Talking about my interesting fact about myself that I have.
That's amazing.
My core strength is I 1 and 2 1 and 2 skill.
Okay.
My dream career is I want to make a $1 billion company. A personal tagline that defines me is that when it feels scary to jump, that's the time you jump.
Wow, not bad. वो $1 billion कंपनी है, मेरे को भी जॉब दे, भूल मत. सब याद रख, छोटा मोटा ऊपर के लेवल पे.
इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए आऊंगा ना सर.
अच्छा, इन्वेस्टमेंट भी मेरे से लेगा. अरे वाह. ये अच्छा 200 टारगेट सेल्स का. आई नो आई अचीव्ड इट नाउ. नाइस. 200 करोड़ नहीं क्या? 200%. sorry, करोड़. Sir, 8 marks. Okay, well done, not bad. You all remember your own scores, huh? Because then team score will be combined.
And we believe in turning our dreams into realities. So, one interesting fact about me is I love making connections, I love making people fun, and I love interacting with all of them. And my one core strength is I'm into fitness, and I love I interact with people who is morely interested into fitness and all, and love to build a strong core with them. And 2 skills that I want to grow in MBA is networking and management. My dream career is to build a company where everyone is there to build. Where my dream company is to build a fitness company which will focus on fitness and extracurricular activities and all. And my personal tagline is greed of winning. We are here to win. Yes, thank you.
Not bad. Good. That side. Who's coming next from that side? Score? 7? 7. Okay, could do better. Could do better for sure.
Hello, My name is Madhur. So if you ever lose the track of me, don't be in a shock. I am who I am. So unique introduction is like, means the one interesting fact about me is like, I am a wanderer. So you don't get any idea where I am, at what time, where I can be. Because yesterday I was at Nani Ghat waterfall and today I am in the auditorium. My core strength, I am a quick grasper and a quick learner. Means I can adapt to different skills if someone teaches me or something. And 1 to 2 skills I want to build in MBA is, as I am an engineer student in electronics and telecommunication as Ketan sir, so I want to just, I have I have skills related to engineering. Now I have to build the skills, my managerial skills, and my dream career is being a logistic manager, as it will give me various tasks also and to fast track the process. And a personal tagline about me is, I may not be there where you want me, but sooner or later I will be there.
भाई ये टैगलाइन कहां से सोचता है? तू कल उधर था, आज इधर है, परसों उधर जाएगा, 1300 किधर है? भाई इंजीनियरिंग 4 साल लगे, एमबीए को 4 साल मत लगा तू, समझा ना? 2 साल में खत्म कर ले. Madhur is too cool, but he's like next level. Madhur, एक दो introductions बाद में. I'm very curious about your ability to think like this, you know.
Good morning, everyone. Friends.
Score for Madhur. क्या यार Madhur 6 कैसे दिया? पूछ उनको. Demand more. I give you one more sentence to tell them to demand more score. चल. Use a nice tagline again. Something very.
Ma'am, I will submit the assignments on time.
चॉकलेट भी दे दे, देखो बहुत स्वीट जवाब देता है तू.
Friends, my name is Yugandhar. What can I say about me? You will get to know in the next 5 to 10 years.
बहुत सारी फी आने वाली इसके साथ.
So the fact that I love about myself that I got failed in 5th standard. That was like not necessary at all. But how I progressed from that point is something interesting that I'll also tell in next 10 to 15 years. Okay. The strength that I have is I am always ready to show up every time, because the stream that I chose in 12th is not at all related to what I have done in my graduation. And what I am doing in my post-graduation is still not related. Okay, I don't know what I am doing, but one thing.
You'll find out, don't worry.
Yeah, you
next 10 to 15 years. Don't worry.
Like what I like about myself is that I'm always ready to show up, and whatever career I'll choose, I'll give 100%. Whatever comes in between, and 1 to 2 skills. Basically, I really want to build a strong communication skill because I want to connect with each one of you. Okay, in the next 10 to 15 years, because I need something, that money or basically I just want your votes. Okay, because votes. Yeah. Yeah.
अभी time खत्म हो गया.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Your tagline. चल.
Tagline will be always, I just want to build my career on ethics. So build on ethics. Whatever goes, just I have to stick to my ethics. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Which team are you from? Corporate Yodha. वो योद्धा की तो.
Thank you, sir.
मैं आ रहा हूँ तुम्हारे टीम में. Hey, marks, but that was pretty cool. Marks. नहीं आज बता दो यार प्लीज, ऐसे नहीं. See, his uniqueness, ability to make people laugh. In my 6 questions, which was one very important quotient out there? Humor. Humor quotient is a very important part of our life. And somebody I would give him like maybe 9.5 out of 10 on HQ. So no, you don't get influenced by me. I'm just telling him that there are unique qualities in everybody's ability to say something in a different way. Madhur, the way he was going this way, that way, there is still a thought process which shows that again his communicating ability is creative and not a conventional way. Don't get very excited and don't continue to do that. नहीं तो नौकरी नहीं मिलेगी आपको. I'm just saying that okay, that shows that there is a spark of creativity which you can harness and build in a different way. Okay? You can use in social quotient. Humor is an extremely important aspect of social communication. I personally use it significantly with my team and with, of course, friends, peers. You can ask anyone who works closely with me, the atmosphere in the department. Don't ask them when I get angry sometimes, that's a different thing. But when I'm not, normally things are very, very chilled out and it's HQ which I believe in also significantly, okay? But not 10, 15 years later. Okay, great, over to you.
Hello guys, have you ever wondered that height of pyramids can actually be measured without any mathematical equations or complex engineering? You heard it right. There was a Greek philosopher known as Thales, and what he did was actually he measured the height of pyramid when his height was exactly equal to the shadow of his height, and that precise time he measured the height of pyramid. So this can be done by only one thing, that is faculty of wonder. And I am the embodiment of the human faculty of wonder, which is so underrated. So my name is Nishant. And one interesting fact about me is I am actually into astrology. But that doesn't mean that you stalk me or come behind me to see your charts. But actually I can tell your future and your past by seeing your charts. And that's very intriguing, I feel. So, yeah, sure, I'm into that. It was interesting, that's why I told you. My core strength is hypervigilance and awareness about myself and things that I should learn before progressing forward. That's my core strength. And two skills that I want to build during my MBA that become so persuasive and so eloquent that no one can actually deny my skills and hire me. Then my dream is to become the best salesperson that a company could have, and the company will trust me for the sales, and they will believe the potential in me for getting the more leads and turning them into the customers. Then one personal tagline that defines me is living unfathomable magical fates, because I feel that everything that happens to you, the small or the large, has the wonder in it. And I feel though every wonder has magic in it. So my tagline is living unfathomable magical fates. Thank you.
Whoa! What's your name? Nishant. Nishant. Where are you from? Nishant Devkar. Where are you from, Nishant? Talegaon. I'm going to give this whole box as a gift. Consider it as a fees for my first astrological reading, which I want to do soon. You can take this and go. Do you think anybody else wants to come in queue for astrological forecast and reading? People are all putting up hands here. See, so many fan club. We'll have a separate induction program session for him. I'm telling you now, the induction program format is very good. हम लोग यही continue करेंगे. कल इसका session announce करते हैं. देवकर साहब ठेवा तेतिकड़ा था. Next, who's coming next? 9 marks. Not bad, Spartans. Let's give him a round of applause. Good, excellent. I loved it. Keep it up.
Hello guys. My name is Yash, and I'm not great as these guys, but I'm here to sell myself and what I bring to a table. And my introduction will be key. I bring the hidden potential of myself and who stand besides me to the table. And interesting fact. Interesting fact will be key. I love exploration, and every person has their own different hidden potential which I like to explore and bring to the table with help of them. Core strength. My core strength is understanding. I can understand from any scenario and any session possible. 1 to 2 skills. 1 to 2 skills I want to develop in my MBA is communication and understanding. Dream career will be a financial consultant in BlackRock.
Wow.
And personal tagline will be anything is possible if you try.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, one more. Okay, last person, right? Okay. 7 marks? Okay. 7. Lucky number hai, barabar hai. Yes, yes, of course, please.
So, good morning everyone. My name is Aishwarya Sharma, and as unique introduction, so what can I say about me, as I come from a Marwadi family. So, as I am a Marwadi, so that is only a unique identity about me.
Okay.
Of course, Marwadi, पैसा, तो वो unique बहुत हो गया.
Fees भर गया ना?
भरी अच्छे से भरी है सर.
बाकी छोड़.
तभी तो इंदिरा आई है. So, one interesting fact about me कि I am full on extrovert. मुझे लोगों से बातचीत करना बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है. If सामने वाला ज़्यादा बात ना करे तो मैं वापस देखूँ भी ना उसे. पर मैं खुद से बात करने जाती हूँ अच्छे से. So that is one unique interesting fact about me, that I am full on extrovert. And core strength I can say is communication, like communicating with everyone. Yeah, communicating with all of you. And one skills. So basically skills मैं जो यहाँ से लेके जाना चाहती हूँ कि मैं एक बिजनेसमैन की बेटी हूँ. So मैं एक बिजनेसमैन की बेटी हूँ. So मुझे यहाँ से skills जो लेके जाना है वो है कि बिजनेस वुमन बनना है, कुछ लाइफ में करना है. पापा के पैसों पर ही पूरी लाइफ नहीं बितानी है. और ड्रीम करियर है कि एक अच्छा सा बिजनेसमैन देख के मैं मेरी लाइफ उससे सेटल करा जाऊं. Tagline basically, what can I say about tagline?
मेरा सपना मनी मनी.
अब ये पूरे सब में मैंने तो एक ही बोला है. As I am a Marwadi, so मेरा basic like मेरा पूरा ध्यान सिर्फ एक ही चीज पे, वो है पैसा. Of course. So thank you so much.
Well done. What's your name?
Aishwarya.
Aishwarya, that's brilliant, brilliant. Aishwarya, कितना 10 out of 10? See, she's not even a placement liability. वो तो खुद की नौकरी ढूंढ के लाई. किधर इधर मारवाड़ी लड़के लोग कितने हैं यहाँ पर? जरा हाथ तो ऊपर. लड़के लोग बोलो यार, लड़की लोग नहीं. We are assuming she is normal, okay? So लड़के लोग हाथ ऊपर करो सिर्फ. एक ही है. तू डर क्यों गया? क्या तेरे को पता नहीं तू मारवाड़ी है? मेवारी चलेगा क्या? Okay, scores. Who's got 9.5, 9, 8? First of all of you all give all of them a round of applause. Well done. Well done coming here. Of course, you all would have understood that there is different levels of communication, different levels of confidence, different levels of introductions. And that's what the SQ is, such an intriguing aspect of each one of your personalities. Right? And it will take a lot of time for some of you all to build that confidence to come up here. But let me tell you that you have to begin. I'm sure you saw some of them were faltering. It was not sounding great. You would be sitting out there and saying, "Arey, what? I could have spoken better than this person." And it's going to happen for sure. Right? But you have to take and grab opportunities with both hands that come your way on a daily basis to give you that opportunity to sharpen your skills. Coming up here on stage and doing a public speaking activity as simple as introducing yourself, I would suggest that all of y'all, I would not give 9.5 and this and that to so many of y'all. I think all of y'all could do better. What you should do as an activity for this weekend, when y'all, not weekend, this is the starting of the week, sorry. I'm still stuck in the weekend in a different loop. Going ahead in this end of this week, the same pitch, prepare it so perfectly. Prepare it so accurately, nicely with exactly this format. And practice it in front of the mirror at least 10 times over the next 2-3 days. These are very simple exercises, extremely simple exercises, look very simple. But believe me, till you don't perfect this in front of a mirror or in front of your friend, your colleague, your hostel mate, whoever you're staying with, you're not going to keep improving week on week. You can think, you'll say, "Arey, ye to kitna easy hai yaar, kya aasan tha, sab log karte, main bhi kar sakta hu." But doing it in a an environment which is more, we are like, okay, it's induction time. But doing it in a professional way, if you have to do this in front of a recruiter, think about it, there's no second chance. There are no mistakes allowed. Your English, communication, punctuation, everything has to be perfect. Body language has to exude confidence. You cannot stutter, you cannot stammer. The moment you start doing that, you're gone. And you're talking only about yourself. You're not even talking about me or anyone else, right? So who is it who can introduce yourself better with utmost fluency and confidence without, if you can't do that, who can? So practice this as an activity. You know the format, it's simple. Practice it. All of y'all who are saying, I want to improve my communication skills. I want to become a great communicator. Small exercises like this. Communication skills cannot be taught from a book. Those are guidelines. That is knowledge, right? Somebody said knowledge which you need to know. Application and practice is the only way you can become a great communicator. There is no other way. Practicing in front of a mirror, reading aloud. For all those whose English communication is weak, start reading a business magazine or a business newspaper every day, or any news article in your mobile from a news channel, but read it loudly. Reading in your mind is not going to help you improve your pronunciations and your grammar. I saw enough people out here making grammatic mistakes, putting words aage piche. That's fine, it's the beginning. So when you know you have a few limitations and you want to improve on that, all of you all go back and do a SWOT. It's a simple strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Right now you don't have to get into O's and T's so much. What you need to focus on your strengths and weaknesses. That's why I put only that. What's your strength? And I didn't want to say weakness, I want to just say what you want to build, which automatically, if you want to build a skill, that means you are not that good at it. Clear? Everybody understood that? Okay, all of you all, thank you for being here. Please help yourself to whatever you want from that. And you all can head down, and we'll move on to the next activity. Okay? अरे score, तुमने score ही नहीं बताया इसको. Don't worry, 7 score है, तुमको बाकी सब अच्छा मिलेगा उससे. Don't tension ही मत लो. हाँ, sir. Anybody else who didn't get a score? You didn't tell him his score. 7 ही बोला था. No, but I found a lot of unique ways. So one thing is, I have to give it to you all, that the unique side of the introductions was pretty awesome. Most of you all spoke very differently, very nicely. Some of you all were outstanding, I would say. You all need to only polish off things a little bit here and there. And I'm sure there are many outstanding people out there who didn't get a chance today because we can't do this for like so many of you all. But I want you all to practice whatever activities where you all are not getting a chance to be a part of it. These are all applicable to you. And I'll give you one simple thumb rule which if you guys get down, na idhar hi baithenge kya bhi. Chalo jao bhago. Take something and go down. Ek lo. टोटल अभी तुम्हारी टीम में ज्यादा नंबर थे ना, तुम लोग तो जीत जाएंगे वैसे भी. स्पार्टन्स ने कैसा बैकडोर एंट्री मार दिया, 5 लोग को ही लेके आए स्टार्ट में. तो योर स्कोर वुड बी the first this thing. I think they are the winners. What Jibin has calculated, we'll give them a round. The fast and furious average, if you go to see the top 3 scores, they did well. So as of now, fast and furious is leading today's corporate games. Okay, they are like the, what games are those? Which Squid Games, but we won't threaten you all with anything besides chocolates and those lovely smiley balls. Okay, so now we are going to do, get your phones out. I want all of you all, this QR code will take you to the website of the corporate Yodha. The faculty can also participate. Go ahead, who have not been done this before. You'll find how unique this site is and what it will help you with. Once you go there, you will get a chance. You have to register first. You can go to the bottom of the page. You'll get a chance to register. There will be 6 questions shown out there. You'll get a chance to register for the test, for the quiz rather. And out of the 6 questions, please select the social quotient first. Once you select the social quotient, there will be around 8 to 12 questions out there with multiple choice answers, MCQs. Please read the question. Some will be subjective, some could be objective. Whichever are subjective questions, please read them carefully. Whatever applies to you as an individual, select that answer. Subjective questions, there is no right answer. It depends on you and your personality. So please understand that don't try and think, अरे सबसे बढ़िया आंसर कौन सा है, उसी को टिक करेंगे. नहीं. This is not like there is only one right answer. There are multiple because each one of you all have a different personality makeup. Okay? Is everybody managed to open the website? Anyone who's having a problem, please come in the front. Jibin will help you. Jibin, they're having problems there. If you're not paid your top-up bill, then we can't do much, huh? Indira, guess the Wi-Fi password for this place. All of you all who need a Wi-Fi password, please use that. Log into the Indira guest thing and use that as the password. Oops. How many of you have registered and started taking the quiz? Okay, great. Majority all have managed it, which is good. You finished it already? There's no first prize for finishing first. So tu khada mat ho, don't have jumping around and all. Wait for the next one. Wait for the next this thing. Don't take the other ones because till you don't do the questions, it's not going to be fun. You got a score? Kitna? 37. You did only SQ, right? Okay. That's pretty good. Well done. Everyone else on it? Yes, no, done? Not opening? Sorry? Oh. You guys don't have your 5G working out, your 4G, 5G? Wow, okay. Okay, we didn't factor that in, I guess. Okay, so many users, it's not. Okay, all those who have finished taking the quiz, can you put your Wi-Fi off for the time being? Just put your Wi-Fi off for the time being so that others may get a chance. Monday morning, there's tremendous Wi-Fi load on the entire network. Anybody sitting at the back and watching movies, please stop. How many of you have finished? Put up your hands. Those who are finished. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We'll give another 2-3 minutes for the rest. Another 2-3 minutes for the rest. Okay, what scores have you been getting? Anyone who's finished? 45, 43, 50? क्या सब right answer कर दिए क्या? See, all those who are getting some ridiculously high scores and didn't come up on stage or didn't give any answers, then that score is not reflecting, because it is your social quotient score, right? It has to reflect somewhere internally what you know about yourself when you've, how many of you have understood the concept of SQ? I hope you have all understood what social quotient is about, right? It's going to be one of your pillars, key features which will help you succeed going ahead. Of course, what I'll do is I'll talk to your dean and the team. I have a digital format of my book. I'll try and circulate that digital copy to you all, so all of you all get a chance to read the entire book. Okay? Okay, time's up. Anybody wants to share any of their experiences taking the quiz for SQ? Anybody wants to talk anything about the SQ? Did you all understand? Was the quiz simple enough for you all to take? All those who have had Wi-Fi problems, I'm sorry about that. Please, you already have the website, keep it open. Or we will share the website details with it. Just koyo.in, www.koyo, C-O-Y-O, koyo standing for corporate Yodha.in. You can go there and register anytime when you come into a zone and you can take the test. Once you give your personal details, name, etc., etc., all your details I'm going to sell to multiple companies and make a lot of money. And then they'll start targeting you for e-commerce and e-retail. Right? Okay. Jibs, are we done? Can we move on to the next quotient? Let's go to DQ, since I'm seeing the time. Okay guys, back to action. I'm not going to give you all a break now because we don't have much time. I have a packed Monday, so I need to finish by around 1:10 latest. So I'm going to try and do 2 or 3 questions which I feel are very, very important and relevant to your success. Now, most important, of course, in today's world, since everything is digitally driven, is your DQ or the digital quotient. It's nothing but your ability to understand, adopt and leverage technology and data tools for smarter business decision making. Okay? This is a very, very important part of your Yodha, I can say your Yodha outfit. Tumhara Yodha ka jo kavach hai, digital quotient is going to play a very crucial role because all your AI skills, your entire thing to do with applications, using apps, digital apps, your e-commerce, everything is connected to this. Your knowledge of ERPs, enterprise-wide resource planning systems, whether it's in finance, HR, whatever field you take, OSCM, it's all connected here. Companies with high DQ are 26% more profitable than industry peers. Essential for mastering tools like Excel, Power BI, generative AI, this is very basic stuff. These are the starting off points. As you go to the second year, this will get into many more things. Okay, so any digital tool which has improved your productivity, recently everybody will say AI, right? How many of you all have used AI, generative AI? Everybody uses generative AI? Have you all used it for doing projects or anything like that? You all have, right? So let me ask you one question. What does GPT stand for? Put up your hands and answer. Don't shout. Put up your hands and answer. सब लोग ने यूज किया पर GPT का मतलब किसी को नहीं पता. Are you serious? Chat GPT. Nobody thought what GPT should be. You're kidding me. Come on. I can't. I thought you all are a bright lot. Yeah. Pre-trained model. वो तो GPM हो गया ना. अभी तो सबने गूगल किया होगा फटाफट. AI को ही पूछो तुम्हारा मतलब क्या है. Chat GPT, what is GPT? Tell me quickly. I need to know. Sir is asking out there. So what does, now since you have given such a beautiful answer, generative, pre-trained, transformer.
Yes, sir.
What does each thing mean? Please tell me.
Sir, I have been, like my core was AI/ML. I have done my engineering in computer science.
Wonderful. Where are you from?
Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar.
Nice. Welcome to Pune.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome to Peshwa Nagari, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I have been working on such models and I have an experience of 17, 18 months.
Awesome.
where I have been working on the same LLM models and all.
What's your name?
Tanishka Gadwal.
So all of you all who have any AI ka questions to be asked, na Tanishka ko pakdo, befriend her. Make a friend, she'll take coaching classes on the weekend. Because understanding AI is not as easy as what you all think, because you all are limited to use of ChatGPT and things like that. Okay, yes. Anybody else knows the meaning of, you won't ask her, she's already a guru. What is the meaning of GPT? Generative, pre-trained, transformer. What is the meaning of that? What is generative, what is pre-trained, what is transformer? Now all of you all should ask these questions. I'm not going to get deeper into it, but I'm just trying to tell you all that this is the kind of things and awareness which your digital quotient needs to be a part of. It's important when you say you're fast and curious. If you people are not curious about the meanings of these things, because technologies are a lot about terminologies, and understanding terminologies in layman terms, which are, you all are all business, aspiring business professionals. So you don't need to understand the circuitry behind the board, but you need to understand the meaning of the terms, because these terms are going to be used in business. They are not going to be used in engineering. These are business terminologies which you need to know, right? So again, one more question, come on, the bright lot. What's the difference between, you are asking me a question? Oh, you're ready to answer? Then what was you putting, exercise chal raha hai koi? Huh? Previous question, now previous question you moved on. Since you know it, you can whisper into our ears. The next question is the difference between generative AI and agentic AI. Who's aware of the difference between generative? What is generative AI? What is agentic AI? Wonderful. Tell me your name first.
Sir, my name is Harshal Chavan.
Take the mic, Harshal.
Hello, sir. Good morning. My name is Harshal Chavan. So I am an BTech graduate of artificial intelligence.
You should allow engineers to answer. Barabar hai ki nahi, as a rule.
So generative AI is basically a pre-trained LLM model, which is fed up with the data, and using that data and the memory, it generates answers. So if we have to put in a general perspective, it could be seen as an image generating AI or a tool that generates for us. Whereas for agentic AI, these are the predefined models that works on certain environments, so they would sense from the environment and react to the environment. Those are agents. Basically, agents are trained model for particular environments is what we can say.
Okay. Give him a round of applause. That's a good answer. Now, engineers should know. Honestly, anybody who's an engineer out here should know the difference minimum. Others, out of curiosity, you guys have to start thinking and asking AI all these questions. It will give you beautiful answers. And you actually tell AI, please tell me in layman's terms, and it will tell you in layman's terms. With examples, it will give you examples. So all of you all need to start working on these things. See, MBA is a lot of effort which you have to put outside the classroom. Let me tell you that. It's a master's degree. That's why it's called master's. Why? Because you are not going to be spoon-fed and think that, "Arey, aaj to maine lecture attend kar liye, abhi to kaam khatam ho gaya, I'm becoming an MBA." Nahi. Your MBA education is a lot of efforts which you put in outside the classroom. Like I said, if you have to prepare your confidence and communication skills and speak, you need to practice. Digital curiosity. You need to go out and ask questions, watch all those YouTube videos which are available, which explain to you concepts, fundamentals very simply, very nicely, with examples. Everything cannot be done in class. We don't have that much time. So DQ improvement is going to take a lot related to that also. Okay? Okay, let's continue with DQ. So you understood what the DQ, I'm going to talk only about AI related things, because the other things like your knowledge about, say, operating systems, Windows, Microsoft 365, AI, Apple iOS, or Linux, and all those things are very fundamental things which all of you have worked upon. Is there anyone here who's never opened a Windows operating system? Anyone? Don't think so, right? Apple, I can understand, maybe yes. Is there a difference between Apple iOS and Windows? Yes, right? So those fundamental things, I'm assuming you all will know. Excel, you'll have, most of you all would have. How many of you have already worked on Excel before? Fundamentals of Excel, at least you all know. Put up your hands confidently, kuch nahi puchne wala main. Okay, most of you all know fundamentals of Excel, which is very good. Now you know that even Microsoft has got a lot of AI plugins for all these apps of theirs. So today Excel can be done better with AI. PowerPoint already you know can be done better with AI, right? So AI is influencing all these kind of features which operating systems offered earlier, including coding, right? Today you can do zero coding programming. So all engineers here would know that engineering 4 saal kyun kiya? मेरे को तभी पता होता तो मैं जीरो कोडिंग कर लेता डायरेक्ट, बराबर कि नहीं? फीलिंग बैड? नहीं ना? बिकॉज AI/ML दिस दैट 4-4 साल घिसा है ये लोग ने कोडिंग करते हैं, अभी पूरा जीरो कोडिंग आ गया है. यू कैन क्रिएट एंटायर एप्स, एंटायर वेबसाइट्स, एंटायर workflow automation, anything and everything you want you can create with a zero coding knowledge of programming. Okay, so that's where technologies arrived, and that's why it's so important. I'll tell you honestly, it's an advantage for you people who are non-engineers, because it levels the playing ground. You don't need to know coding. All you need to know is prompting. Prompt engineering is the magic mantra which all of you all need to learn, which of course Dean School of Business and the team of School of Business has faculty and has curriculum designed to address that. They will be getting into details of AI and prompting, so I'm not going to get into it, but I'm just trying to gauge where do you stand with reference to DQ. And we're going to, okay, let's have a look at this interaction which I had with one of my favorite personalities who I respect deeply.
Satya, AI is changing the way businesses and professionals work. What digital mindset should future leaders develop to stay ahead? The future belongs to lifelong learners. Technology creates impact only when combined with creativity and human empathy that creates meaningful transformation.
You all know who he is, right? What? Who is he? Who is he? CEO of Microsoft? He's only the CEO of Microsoft? He started off as a CEO of Microsoft. When did he join Microsoft as a CEO? When did he rather take over, not join? He was already part of the team. He became CEO in 2014. Today, he has additional charge as the chairman of Microsoft also. He's a very, very senior person. Right now, you all know Satya Nadella. Great start. Can you tell me two things which are his greatest achievements as a CEO? What did he do to Microsoft? Anyone, come on, engineers can try this first. Satya Nadella, homegrown, Desi, Indian, born in America, not even born, I think he's born here, maybe went there and charted this path to become the CEO of Microsoft. What was Microsoft traditionally known as a company? What was it popular? What did Microsoft gain its growth because of? Windows, okay, operating systems. So mainly they were the, you could say the foundation or the entire, you could say the entire frame of your personal computers, right? So Microsoft became famous as a personal computing company. They used to sell licenses. Every computer which we bought would come with a license. If you didn't have it licensed, it was an illegal operating system. He transformed Microsoft from a PC operating system company to a cloud first, AI first enterprise solutions organization. Now these are all terms which some of you all might feel, sir, क्या कौन से cloud की बात कर रहे हैं? मैं तो कल waterfall में भीग रहा था, वहाँ clouds बहुत सारे दिख गए. अभी sir कौन से cloud की बात कर रहे हैं Microsoft के साथ? So what is the cloud solution brand called of Microsoft? Who said that? Wonderful. Jibin, now you go and throw the ball out there. मेरा तो throw नहीं जाने वाला. तू फेंक उधर 2-3 बॉल, ये corporate योद्धा टीम को donate कर दे सब. मेरी टीम है. So Azure Enterprise Solutions, Azure Cloud Solutions, it's the leading cloud solutions provider in the world. Okay? So of course, along with Amazon Web Services also, AWS is a large player. Now I want to ask any of you all, can you all stand up and explain what do you understand by cloud? What is cloud computing? No, you answered too much. तो अभी हाथ ऐसे फोल्ड करके बैठ जा. I want answers from behind. Wonderful. The person out there, last में हाथ ऊपर किया उसने. Last row. Okay, how many of you all think you all know what cloud computing is? Put up your hands. How many of you all think you all know what cloud computing is? Okay. Again, I'm going to, after this answer, I'm going to talk to you all. Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Dhananjay this side. So, sir, basically cloud computing is a platform and it provides different services. So when big companies want to upload their data or something, cloud companies play the role to edit those data or maybe store those data Now AWS provides with different kind of services such as EC2 instances and all, and Microsoft Azure also has different kinds of services for storage and editing the modifications of those data.
Okay, great. Thank you. You're partly right. First thing, it's not a platform, it's a technology. Right? Cloud computing is a technology. It basically allows you to store memory. When you run out of memory or you don't need to buy memory at your enterprise level, there are large data farms set up. You know, there is a small suburb called Airoli near Navi Mumbai. Anybody from Mumbai, Navi Mumbai out here? You all are from Mumbai. You all know Airoli? Yes. What is Airoli famous for? It is famous, that area is famous for some of the largest data centers which Maharashtra has. It's like literally a data center park. So a data center is a capacity, I mean it's a facility spread over a few acres of land having thousands and thousands of computers which are storing information about companies across Mumbai, across Pune, across Maharashtra, across Western India. How many of you all have your mobiles which have lots of photographs on it? Anybody uses an Apple out here? Apple mobiles? ये सब wealthy लोग हैं बराबर से. तो अभी Apple में how many of you all save? Do you save your photos on Apple Cloud? iCloud you do, right? Exactly. Now, when you know that there is an iCloud and where you are saving, didn't you wonder what is the difference between iCloud and saving on the mobile? Have you not got curious? You are from Fast and Curious, right? So you should try and ask yourself this question. That is what curiosity is. If there is something which tells you that, oh, store your photo on the mobile or on the cloud, and you are confused कि दोनों का difference क्या है? So you all should ask. Yeah, you want to say something? The difference, so he said, but you can also say in your own words, you want to answer. You put up your hand very eagerly, so might as well give you a chance. नहीं तो हाथ ऊपर ही रहेगा उसका ऐसा.
Sir, cloud computing is basically where we can store the data online and we can have the access from any part of the world. So data is particularly put up over there and we can have the access to the maybe the ID and the password, and we can, like, if my phone is stolen, so I can have that data and the photos in my phone,
as a backup.
new phone.
Wonderful,
Yes.
That's great. What's your name?
Kashish.
Yeah, Kashish, of course, yeah. So the thing is, one of the biggest advantages of cloud, saving your data on cloud, is today, most of you all have limited GB on your mobile, right? Most of us face problems with, oh, you have run out of data space, you can't store anymore, delete some pictures before you can store more. Moment you take cloud, you're allowing your mobile with limited capacity to expand its capacity, because most of your older photos then go and sit on the cloud. You don't need to necessarily delete. Same thing goes for large enterprises. Think about Indira, the amount of data which we collect every year. It's mind-boggling. Huge number. So if we don't use cloud for storing it, imagine the memory which we would need to buy, memory cards, memory backup space, hard disks which you need to buy to save all your data. So understand, cloud in simple terms is a amazing technology which has been enabled mainly by Wi-Fi or wireless communication, right? Because like she said, you can access your data in cloud from anywhere. It happens only through the internet. It's not magic, right? It's happening through the internet. So I'm sitting in, say, Singapore or Kuala Lumpur now, because Kuala Lumpur is going to be your next destination for your immersion programs. And I personally went last month to visit, and we have curated a beautiful program for you all. You all are going to love it. I went and experienced it firsthand. The university which we are going to take you to is stunning. It's a very beautiful university. You will get all the details soon. But okay, coming back to this. So I could access all data of Indira and the way we communicate sitting out there. Why? Because we were using cloud technology. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, wherever I'm coming across something which is a game changer for you all, which is very important for you all to understand going ahead, because these are technologies which you need to understand if you want to be successful in business going ahead. Especially even those people who have taken AI and DM. How many AI and DM students out here? MBA, AI and DM, put up your hands. Arey, itne hi log hai. Who have taken MBA, Digital Marketing and AI? Put up your hands properly. Because we have got the whole division full. I can see so few of you all here. So where is the rest of the division? Okay, make a note of this, please, Jibs. Let's talk to our team and see how many have reported for MBA, Digital Marketing and AI. Okay, so DQ is, like you must have guessed, DQ is your knowledge about anything digital related to the business world. Okay, let's go to the next thing. Right, we have an activity now. This is a very interesting one. Again, the activity is designed more to make you aware of the language which the corporate world talks about, where technology is used as a way of life. Technology is part of your processes, it's part of your systems to solve solutions and get out of problems which are created on a day-to-day basis. It's got nothing to do with coding or programming skills, nothing. It's about your ability to understand what is used for what and what technology is available to me to solve a daily problem which may happen at the workplace. It's more for awareness creation. Even out of these 7 or 8 questions which we have, how many of them are this? 9 scenarios. 9 scenarios at a work environment, some in finance, some in operation supply chain, some to do with sales and marketing, which I'm going to put up here. We'll do this again with fast and curious, corporate Yodhas and team-wise. You all are the Spartans. Okay? Whoever wants to give the answer, put up your hands. No shouting, screaming. Right? Anybody who wants to make any note on your book, you can do it, but ideally it's all there. So even if you read, your focus has to be there. Your whatever experience, knowledge you have of the past, understanding of technology, apply it to the options given there. So I'm going to share with you a scenario, a work scenario, which is a problem. And the next slide will have 3 options, multiple choice options, which you think should be the best solution to solve the problem you have just seen. So problem, solution. Clear? Everybody understood? Give me a cheer if you're ready. Yes, sir. Corporate Yodhas? Yes, sir. Spartans? Yes, sir. Okay, all the best. Let's go with the first scenario. Come on. The global ransomware attack. The crisis, there is a system lockdown. Your core global logistics server crashes during a massive holiday sale. I'm sure all of you have been part of holiday sales, Black Fridays and things like that, right? Security logs confirm an active ransomware attack. What is your immediate first step? Now, I know some of you all out there sitting, majority would not know the meaning of ransomware. May not know. But you all are a team, you all are a team, you all are a team. I'm going to show you the answers. Anybody wants to talk to each other, discuss before putting a hand up? I'm going to ask whichever team puts up the hand up, is this your final person to give the answer? Once the whole team says yes, then we'll ask him for the answer. Fair enough? Yeah? Okay. Understood the problem? Got the problem, everyone? Okay, next slide, please. Here are your options. First option, engage elite tier 1 cyber forensics, retain a firm to isolate the breach and negotiate a legally compliant solution. Second, settlement. Switch operations immediately to a decentralized blockchain backup ledger. Of course, some of this will sound Greek to most of you all, but the question is that to make you aware that this is not Greek. This is normal workplace language, and which is going to be part of your digital quotient. So if you're not understanding or associating with this, which shows your DQ is at a lower level. No harm. You have 1.5 years to bring it up to and that's why the corporate Yodha 6 quotients are relevant to your life. Okay? Isolating the core network while maintaining automated transactions. Final answer, choice. Trigger a full network rollback to the last verified clean cloud snapshot from 12 hours ago, overriding your current transaction logs. Anybody ready with the answer? Spartans, what's your name? You're an engineer, right? ये तो answer बता ही देगा. All our Spartans agree with him? Yes. Nominee is him? Chalo, stand up. What's your choice? Somebody keep a score, Jimmy, make note of a score.
So my answer will be B, switch operations immediately to a decentralized blockchain backup ledger. Because the same situation happened with Netflix, which I have case studied about. So they had to switch their cloud to entire decentralized, more vast distributed computing service, which was AWS.
You can tell them in brief what is blockchain.
So blockchain is basically a methodology which has a number of verifying chained algorithms that work synchronizingly. So one by one the request is filtered through it, and to reduce down a single point of contact, that is single server, and distributing load among different computing softwares systems.
Can we hire him as a faculty for digital marketing? He can start teaching students also very well. What's your name?
Harshal Chavan.
Harshal, congratulations. That's a good answer. And the choice is also right. So Spartans lead the first question. They solved that well. I'll share this presentation with you all, especially these problems, because you all should somewhere start then on a weekend going through these problem situations. See, he already relates it to a Netflix issue which happened on a similar basis. Okay, yes, the choice B is correct. Let's go to problem 2. The e-commerce personalization pitfall, algorithmic collapse. A new AI product recommendation engine. A new AI product recommendation engine goes live. Within hours, your highest spending premium users are being served cheap, irrelevant items. So your top end clients are being shown cheaper, irrelevant products. Average order value is plummeting. Okay? How are you going to solve this problem? Here are your choices. We won't allow you to say again and again. So somebody, and don't whisper to others, let others try. Yeah, because you naturally have an edge. Reconfigure the recommendation parameters to place strict premium brand filters on the top 10% of high net worth user accounts. Deploy a parallel A/B test routing 50% of the traffic back to the legacy algorithmic model while data scientists review the new AI code. Pull a live data sample to audit for data drift, checking if the AI is training on distorted real-time consumer panic buying patterns. What would be your answer? Anyone? Okay, we got corporate Yodha's hand up quickly. Somebody give him the mic out there.
Sir, my answer is C.
C?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Sir, because I think if AI is showing something regularly to a person, so means the data trained behind will be of a particular type, means if data is showing something, so it is related to what it has got from backend.
Wonderful. What's your name?
Sagar Kumbar.
Sagar, tu nantar yun ball घेऊन जाय करना.
Sir, I got one.
You already got one. Chocolate घेऊन जा.
Yes, sir.
So guys, you have to understand one thing. Can anyone from those who are not from a tech background sit down? That's the right answer. C is absolutely right. Well done. One for the corporate Yodhas. Let's go. That's pretty good. What I want to tell you all now, don't get overwhelmed with this. What I want you all to realize is that, guys, this is how business is moving today. This is all a part of normal business situations. This is not somebody who at the back end you can call up your IT guy and say, boss, tu solve kar. You have to understand problems like this will happen. Because what he tried to say is that since you're using an AI product, an AI product is something which is being taught based on data which is driven into the LLM. What is a LLM? Full form? It's a large language model. All AI, what you use, any AI which you all have used, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Claude, whatever you call it, they are all LLMs. LLMs means what? Large learning models. They are taught to be experts in a particular area of knowledge. And based on the data put into the learning model, that's why it's called large language learning model. Okay, because they learn. A LLM has to learn. Unless that data is there in the system, the LLM will not learn. It can't give on its own. It generates things based on what it is being taught. So he correctly said if the model has been trained with the wrong kind of data, there is a data drift. Data drift is a concept that the data is not accurate, and that's why there is a mismatch where the problem basically what is created is your high net customers are being targeted cheaper products. In simple sales and marketing terms, would you as a salesperson target your high net customers with cheaper products? Now that has happened due to a AI training not gone well with the model or the product which they are using. So the solution, what you need to do is solve it in a particular, the AI training is not this thing, so distorted real time, panic and things like that. Okay, third problem. The black swan, global supply chain blind spot. This is literally connected to what happened in our lives few months back, right? The lockdown of the Strait of Hormuz, right? A geopolitical conflict abruptly shuts down a vital international shipping canal. Your firm stands to lose millions daily because you cannot pinpoint exactly which cargo ships hold your raw materials. Okay, because this is something where the solution would be very interesting. So how are you going to solve this now? 3 options again. Integrate an enterprise LLM, that's a large learning model, with your historic bills of lading to ingest news feeds and predict likely ship coordinates, because they want to know literally whether you're on this side of the Strait of Hormuz or you're on the outside of the Strait of Hormuz. Deploy a digital twin simulation of your supply chain linked to live IoT. What is IoT? Internet of Things, wonderful. And satellite tracking APIs. What's an API? API. All of us are using APIs every day, each one of you. पता है क्या नहीं आपको इसका meaning क्या है? API, it's an application programming interface. Wonderful. Application programming interface. Okay. So third option is spin up a cross-functional war room utilizing real-time collaborative tracking dashboards populated by direct EDI feeds from global freight vendors. EDI is electronic data interchange. It's a simple language of communication today when you convert whatever data you want to digital format, and then it becomes a standard language of communication between different companies and freight operators. Can anyone name 2 or 3 top logistic companies in the world? Merck's shipping company, logistics also, yes? Yes? Yes. More at home, DHL, apne ghar ke, Blue Dart, all are logistic supply chain companies, right? Yes, so all of them use EDI to have a communication protocol where a company challan made by say Maruti Udyog transporting 100 cars to Africa, that language of the challan which is made, dispatch, all gets converted to a standard electronic data format which is read in the same way by the shipping company, by the airports, the docking authority in Africa wherever it is going, and by the receiving dealer. So simple terminologies, not difficult, but you need to understand what they stand for. Okay? Chalo, solution, answer kya hai batao? Anybody knows the answer? Not you, Ray, you keep quiet. Tu bas shanta bani, tu azun ek ball ke baad, rasta par shanta bas. Yeah. B, he's saying B is the answer. Okay, why do you say that? Can somebody give him the mic, please? Take the mic.
Because the company cannot pinpoint the location of their ships, so I think, I'm not a background of engineering, I think that satellite tracking API will help to pinpoint the location of the ship and the raw materials.
Logic, common sense, guys. He is not an engineer, common sense, the answer is bang on. He's partly right about the answer, but the answer is right. So again, Spartans get their second points. Give them a round of applause. Well done. The bigger answer is the concept of what all of you all should be aware of is of a digital twin. Anyone knows what a digital twin is? Come on. This is DQ. Take a guess. Digital twin. Take the scenario. Like he tried. See, he used common sense. Satellite, API tracking, pinpoint ho jayega. His past experience told him what a satellite can do because it's sitting on the space. It has access to different parts of the world. Create the same scenario on a wonderful. See, again, he's thinking out of the box, trying to guess based on his past experience. Digital twin is nothing but a digital model of a physical object, of a physical factory premises, of a physical ship, a physical scenario created in the virtual world, which means created on your computer. That's it. So if you create a digital twin of this using IoT, what is a live IoT feed? How does IoT work? A lot of you all said Internet of Things. How does IoT work? Anyone? Come on. Chal, let's give him a chance again. Somebody at the back. Okay, these two guys. A lot of you all are, I would say your DQ seems to be your weakest quotient as of now, knowing the number of people not putting up their hands. But the idea of that is, it's okay. It's nothing wrong. DQ is one of the toughest quotients, but you all will need to get used to these terminologies. Like I said today, Industry 4.0, Internet of Things, these are not things which are new as of today. They've been around for a decade or more. The thing is that our education system, unfortunately, is not designed, like I said, to arouse curiosity amongst people. It is based on such airtight compartments of syllabus कि कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट्स ने इतना बजट ये कर लिया, क्रेडिट डेबिट मैच कर लिया तो बन गया कॉमर्स का हीरो. आर्ट स्टूडेंट्स ने 2-3-4 लोग का साइकोलॉजी का ये निकाला, आंसर्स निकाले, हो गया. The new education policy is driving more and more towards a cross-domain expertise and learning, which means an art student has to know technology, an engineer has to know how to balance a balance sheet, a commerce student has to know a lot about human psychology and emotions. So you people cannot say I'm this, I'm that, so I need to know the other side. It's cross-domain learning which is going to be crucial, and that's going to make you guys rock solid, future-proof your own careers. Yeah. So who was going to talk? Yes. Oh, you're going to, okay, let him speak. You all are both the same team, doesn't matter. Pass it on to him, sure.
So IoT itself states as Internet of Things. So things defines to the physical hardware objective which has been fitted at certain environment, which is connected to internet and then accessed by the persons. So the simplest example could be new age of electric cars. So we could connect to the cars through our mobile. So if we had to move after 20 minutes, so we could start the AC of car from the place we are sitting somewhere inside our house. So that could be an example of IoT where the thing as a hardware thing, the car is working as an output and input device as well, and the person who is operating it is using internet for operations.
Yeah, so you give a wonderful example of remote access. You can access your electric vehicles, or somebody's got a smart home where you're literally you're going to reach home in the evening at 6:30 after a long tired day, and you don't want to wait for the water to get hot before a nice hot shower. You're on the way from your car, from your mobile, like he correctly said, you can activate the water boiler in your bathroom. And by the time you reach home, you just undress and get into the bathroom and have a nice shower. There is no need to wait for the water to heat up. So these are some very simple applications, but some of the critical applications are including in things like air travel today. All jet engines which are there, you all do air travel, right? Most of us have traveled in aircraft before. Each and every jet engine has got sensors. Lot of small sensors, hundreds, thousands of sensors on each and every jet engine, which is collecting live data whenever a jet engine is in flight, whenever it takes off, whenever it's landing. So that's why air travel is so safe today. Whatever accidents have happened, including the Air India crash which happened a few months back in Ahmedabad, was based more on human error, more than you could say a technical failure. But IoT and this kind of things allow where every airline today, Air India, Indigo, all its fleets, every engine is simulated by a digital twin in the back end, where technical staff is tracking the performance of every engine. The moment they get some variations that, this engine is vibrating beyond a particular permissible range, or this part of this engine is getting hotter than what is the normal permissible range, they raise a red flag. So the moment that aircraft lands, they'll get into predictive maintenance. So predictive or preventive maintenance is very useful part of any business which is into manufacturing production, where there is use of heavy engines and machinery to deliver performance. Airlines can deliver performance and achieve sales only through airline flights when it goes from position A to position B. But if there are frequent technical breakdowns or frequent problems, that's going to be a loss-making event for that company. So to prevent those kind of things, digital twins are used in a big way. IoT is applicable to give you solutions. Even smart factories, when you talk about Industry 4.0, the concept of smart factories is what is driven completely by IoT and sensors put on every part of the assembly line. You have smart factories with multiple arms these days which you see, which are digitally controlled. They're called cyber physical systems. Cyber physical systems are nothing but machines which literally have the ability somewhat to think like people and completely digitally controlled. And the accuracy is absolutely pinpoint accuracy, 6 sigma level accuracy, okay? And that's what all these machines given inputs again to people who have created a digital twin, especially on things like remotely located oil rigs. You know, while oil exploration, oil digging happens in deep sea. And you can't have people out there all the time. Sometimes there are storms, bad weather in deserts where the people are digging for, new resources for energy and things like that. Or large, huge thousands of acres of solar fields. Today, alternate energy is a very important part of our energy solutions for the existence of human race going ahead, right? Everybody knows the Sustainable Development Goals and India's commitment to becoming net zero by 2060, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And to achieve that, of course, alternate sources of energy are very important. So when you have large, Gujarat has got one of the largest solar farms in the world. Anybody from Gujarat out here? You should be knowing which part of Gujarat. I forget the name of the area. One of the largest. Now, naturally, such large solar panel farms cannot be tracked manually on a daily basis. Again, what comes into picture? IoT, digital twins. So people can be sitting in Ahmedabad and tracking the performance of each and every solar panel from hundreds of miles away using this technology. Okay, so there are quite a few scenarios like this. I think seeing the level of knowledge for the DQ which your people have, I don't think we should run into all the 9 case studies because a lot of them will keep bouncing, the same people will answer. I'll quickly run through the 2 or 3 more of them to let you realize the kind of challenges that people face. So this is a hyper growth choke. This is about a fintech company. Imagine you're working for a fintech company like say Kotak Securities or SBI or SBI Online, any of the fintech companies that come to your mind. A viral social media trend drives a 500% surge in user signups over a single weekend. So imagine a Kotak Mahindra trying to do, or a Grow or Zerodha trying to offer some unique customer benefit to the customers. They have millions of followers using downloads of Grow and Zerodha and Kotak Securities. Using a social media Instagram campaign or a WhatsApp campaign direct to the customer, they offer some crazy deals. And giving you something free if you get us 1 or more downloads. And customers go crazy, 500% surge in signups over a single weekend. Your customer service team is drowning in verification requests. Now we all know that when we try to do any financial, financial instruments usage, whether it's loans, whether it is education loans, car loans, home loans, any kind of thing, stocks, securities, whatever you're buying, your verification is very, very important. All of you all need to get your EYC done if you're especially using a particular financial fintech app for the first time. Without EYC, without Aadhaar verification, PAN card if you have one or not, you cannot use the services of that app. So they are drowning in verification requests because they never expected that kind of a spike in user logins. So your revenue pipeline is frozen because they are not able to keep up. Okay, these kind of things happen. It's a real life scenario. What are your options? Deploy an advanced conversational AI chatbot layer trained on customer service scripts to manage, classify and queue incoming requests. How many of you all have experienced an AI bot answering some query of yours for some particular service or a product? You all have all chatted with the AI bot, right? So you all know what this kind of an option is, what they are trying to say, right? Implement a tiered automated identity verification pipeline with OCR and biometric liveness checks, routing only high risk anomalies to humans. What is OCR, anyone? It's optical character recognition, okay? So optical character recognition again is a technique which all of you all have, quite a few of you all have used, but you all don't recollect or you cannot connect it to this technology. How many of you all have gone to any of the larger format malls or stores like Zara or any of these malls here, West End, Phoenix, gone to buy clothes in a store, H&M or maybe even Shoppers Stop, and there are self-checkout outlets or self-checkout booths. How many of you have used a self-checkout booth? Okay, what happens when you go to a self-checkout booth? Suppose you have bought 5 pieces of apparel. You drop all those apparels in that booth, right? You enter your name details. Automatically your challan comes up there and it shows these are the 5 items, this is the price, this is your total. Ever wonder how that happens? Okay, that is an example of RFID more than OCR, where it uses radio frequency identification. So OCR, RFID are similar technologies. One is used for an application in a mall like that. OCR is used for applications where it verifies all your documents which you send, Aadhaar card, PAN card, etc., which you upload. You know, when you're trying to log in EYC, they'll ask you, right? They take your face recognition. They'll take your photo of your Aadhaar card, PAN card, etc. That gets scanned by OCR and converted into digital information, which is of a uniform format. Otherwise, imagine so many of us having our Aadhaar card pictures taken through different mobiles with different resolutions, with different pixelation. Do you think that it can be stored just as an image? No. OCR allows it to convert it into a standard data format which can be uniformly shared across all the offices of, say, Kotak Mahindra or Zerodha, which are located anywhere in India. So what could be the solution in this? Outsource verification processing to an on-demand crowdsourced digital workforce via global microtasking platforms to clear the queue within 24 hours. Which would be a better option? B. Both of them said B, and yes, B is the right answer, because it's talking about using OCR and biometric lives to sort out the problem, because again, unless you automate it, any manual solution, wherever you see a word which is talking about crowdsourced digital workforce via global microtasking platforms, not going to work. It's going to take 24 hours more. So B again works out to be a good solution. Okay, so guys, DQ, how much time do we have left, Jimin? 20 minutes, okay. So we're not going to do further questions. We'll quickly run through just the problems. Let's just quickly run through the problems. Multiple product managers posting proprietary source code. Now again, AI, how many of you have used AI? You will know that in companies, there is a rule against using sensitive company data on AI to get solutions or problems. Why? Because it is not secure environment. The moment you put it on AI, on any of the agents or any of the generative AI tools, that data becomes open to the public domain. It becomes a source for the AI model to learn from. Okay, so this very clearly says that multiple product managers are pasting proprietary source code and sensitive internal financial projections into public Gen AI tools, which is a no-no. Okay, it's against the thing, because your company information is going out into the public domain. So this is not to be done. Okay, just run through this thing quickly. There are multiple options out here. Again, the answer would be, I think, C, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, establish an enterprise private cloud. So we talked about cloud with strict data mass policies allowing safe productivity gains. Okay, so there are quite a few situations like this, and DQ is something which I think a lot of times I see students getting a little scared about DQ because understanding it is not such an easy thing and you're not comfortable with it. Terminologies are not known. But let me assure you one thing, it is very easy. You have to, instead, all of you who have said, now what are the 2 skills I want to learn in the next few years to become a Yodha? I want all of you all to talk about digital skills as one of your important things if you want to survive going ahead. Today AI is here. I've been witness to at least 3 insane technology revolutions in my life. I finished my engineering in 92, way back, MBA in 95, 94, we started Indira. And when we started Indira, it was the second year of my MBA. And we were working simultaneously, but that was a time when the World Wide Web became open. 26th of July, 1995 is the exact date when World Wide Web became open to the world. And it was mind-boggling. It changed the way we communicated with each other. Today, you all are born, you all are millennials largely. No, Gen Z, not even millennials, sorry. Millennials are some of the other ones. The people out here, you all are Gen Z. You all are born, you all are literally digital natives. We were called the digital, you could say, survivors, or we saw everything happening. So that ushered in, WWW ushered in the internet revolution and the e-commerce revolution, which again, you all are part of it. You all Amazon, Flipkart, everything is like, हाँ ये तो क्या नया है, right? So internet, the email, web, the internet revolution. The next big thing was the second biggest revolution which impacted humanity and how we live and consume data and information today. Can anyone take a guess what could be that second revolution? Sorry? Somebody said that. No, AI is very now. I'm talking about second revolution. No. I showed you an example of that person or no? We didn't. Maybe we can go to that. But before we go to that, remember one thing, Digital Quotient, Microsoft, and all these companies, they are the ones who change the game completely. They control the entire way we live our lives in a technological perspective. So the top 2 companies in the world, which is number 1, market capitalization, tech company, the largest tech company in the world. No, Apple or Microsoft. Nvidia was in the middle, now it's Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia has fallen down again. And which is the most, I would say, the top most valued brand in the world? Apple, absolutely right. Anybody can take a guess of the top 10 most valued brands in the world, and you'll be surprised to find that most of them are, half of them are technology brands. And that's why the importance of Digital Quotient. Okay, there is this company which does global branding, and it's the most respected, it's the gold standard of branding in the world. For all those who are brand geeks and who are attracted to how branding works. Interbrand rankings come out every year. It's the most prestigious brand ranking. And Interbrand 2025 ranking, the Apple was number 1, of course. Any guesses for the number 2 company? Number 2 most? Microsoft, absolutely right. Number 3? Something which you'll buy from every day, maybe every day. Amazon, wonderful. Number 4? Again, something which you use in more than Amazon every day. Search, Google. Okay, number 4 was Google. Number 5, not a digital company. Let me give you a hint. No, Tesla has dropped down considerably from an all-time high ranking of 12, which was a few years back. I think Tesla came in more than 20 this year. 2025, Tesla was 25 or 26. This is not an American company, an Oriental company. That's a hint for you all. Which is a big giant Oriental. No, Nvidia also I said no, it's dropped down. It's not there in the top 10 last year. It's a brand. Alibaba is too small. No. Okay, it's a Korean giant. Bang on. Samsung came in at number 5. Number 6, again a Oriental company. Not Korean. Not Korean. Right country, wrong company. Sorry? Absolutely right. See, when I said right country, wrong company, he immediately said Toyota. So Toyota comes in at number 6. I think at number 7. Yes, number 7 is a company which for the first time made history last year by becoming the first social media company to be valued as at number 7. Any guesses? No. It's a brand. It's not necessarily a company. No, Facebook is dead. Instagram, of course, it is Instagram. Instagram is coming at number 7. See, Interbrands works largely from the perspective of customer and client value. So all these brands we are talking about are those brands where there is a huge amount of customer or client engagement directly. So Instagram came in at number 7. And the last 2, one is a food company, number 8. It's a food company. Sorry? McDonald's, of course, has to be MacD. And the last one, what was the 10th one? Yeah, 10th one is a aspirational, iconic car brand. What? No. It's Mercedes. Somebody said Mercedes. Yes, I think Mercedes came in at number 10. Now you can see that how loaded the brands in the world are also to do with digital products. Even cars today, when you talk about Mercedes or this, the amount of technology which goes in the cars and how smart the cars have become is mind-boggling. It's pretty crazy. So there is no choice for all of you all. Tomorrow you may join a car company, but your knowledge about how your car is a smart car, all your cars, whether it's a electric vehicle or a non-electric vehicle, has sensors, has IoT somewhere. Today, I can, most of the top-end cars, when you take, say, a Mercedes or a BMW to a mechanic, if it has a breakdown, I bought the car here in Pune, I've traveled to Goa, and I go to a Goa showroom for Mercedes out there and tell him I'm having a problem. All he does is open this, he gets his computer, he plugs the computer to the core of the engine, and the entire data kundali of the car comes out on his computer. And he can literally tell exactly which part, if it's a smart part, which smart part has gone or having a problem. It's that kind of technology which is going into our cars and vehicles today. So DQ, again, the reason for that was a little deviation to tell you the value of the brands and the companies driving it, but digital is the key. Okay, coming to one of the last questions which we'll cover today, it's one of my favorites, it's creativity quotient. So it's a little more easier to grasp and delve into. But again, I'll give you some perspective on this, a very simple perspective. Everybody knows what creativity is. It's ability to generate novel ideas, innovative solutions. Everybody kind of has an idea. The first thing you want to keep in mind, is creativity and innovation the same? Yes, no? Why no? Why is creativity and innovation not the same? Can anyone who said no so loudly please stand up and explain? Who said that? क्या हो गया भाई? अरे कोई जवाब दे दो. There's no harm. The wrong answer तो wrong answer कौन सी बड़ी बात है? But you said no with confidence. I like that confidence. So please say why. And let me tell you, you are right. Now only thing is you have to tell us why you are right. Unless you are working on a 50% assumption answer, either it has to be yes or no. If I say and I'm right, right hai, which you are right. Now tell us why. She's put up the hand here. Let's give her the mic. Come on. Let's go Spartans. I'm finding Spartans and corporate Yodhas more energy, more interactive. तुम लोग थोड़ा शांत हो गए हो. Your curiosity is gone. Fast and curious. तुम slow and not curious हो गए हो. Yeah, come on, stand up, come on.
Hello, sir. My name is Gayatri. So I think
Hi,
creativity leads to innovation. So innovation is the outcome of creativity.
Wonderful. Creativity leads to an innovation. Brilliantly said in very simple terms. Superb answer. Now I'll tell you one more thing. Are you familiar that all of us have got two parts of our brain? How many of you are aware of the two brain theory? You are? You can explain in your own words. No, but aware hai. I'm not saying your brain and your somebody else's brain. खुद के इसमें दो brains है. Two brain theory. Okay, wonderful. Chalo, let's give it to him. You had come on the stage also, right? Yes. Wonderful. What's your name? Nishant. Yes. Devkar. Yes. Okay, I remember Devkar. Tu pura box उठाया था.
So we have right brain and left brain. So the right brain deals more with the creativity and the artistic part of our brain, and left brain is the logical and cognitive aspects of our brain.
Wonderful, simply explained. Give him a round of applause. Nice one, Nishant. Most of us sitting out here, including me, I'm not saying I'm a creative genius or something. I have higher level of creativity than you all because I practiced for many more years. But all of us, when our education system, we come out of 10th, 12th, graduation, more of it is where our left brain, which controls your right side, is largely your logical, cognitive, where you recognize that a fan moves around in a circular motion. It's largely a round movement. You know what a square is. When you say square, you're not going to think of a circle, right? So all that is your cognitive ability, which has been taught, and it's in your mind and your experience. You learn that way. When you say stairs, you're not going to think of a slope. You're going to think of stairs. That's your cognitive ability, where you recognize things from your past experience. You do maths, all your aptitude tests which you all gave largely. To a large extent, they are all based on developing your left side of your brain, mathematical ability, reasoning ability. It's only English somewhere, little bit okay. It's again still based on cognition. Unless they ask you to write a paragraph or an essay or draw something, make it creative. Or they show you those boodles where you have to apply your imagination. Then it comes to your right brain. So what the norm is that all of us sitting out here, our left brain is developed close to 75-80% of our ability. Maybe lesser, maybe more, depending on how much ratta you all have marred in your life. But your right side, your creative brain potential is not even developed 10%. Because we are seeing and living the world based on more of our left brain development. And that's why creativity quotient is very important, because you need to open your creative brain. You have a brain with such untapped potential. Imagine the power of 90% may say you can use 25, 30, 40%. If you can evolve even that much by the time you pass out of your MBA, it's a huge, huge skill which you have developed, a huge ability. And these are things which are not going to come with knowledge. Creativity is something which you can build in with practice, with activities, with participating and doing things in a different way. What we'll do is okay, let's have a quick look at the person we have pulled in for creativity, who I had a chat with.
Steve, every breakthrough begins with different thinking. What mindset helps leaders turn ideas into world-changing innovations?
Great innovation starts with curiosity. Have the courage to question everything and create products that truly improve people's lives.
You all know who this gentleman is, right? If you all don't know, then you all are in the wrong profession. One of the most iconic legends of all times, the person who created the smartphone revolution. So when I was talking about the next big revolution after internet and e-commerce was the smartphone revolution. Smartphone changed the way we live lives. Today, when Ambani said, "Dunya kar lo apni mutti mein," and he tried to capture the entire internet and the telecommunications market in the world, he actually meant it. Is there anyone sitting out here who doesn't have a smartphone, a basic smartphone at least? I don't think so, right? There was an era when there were no smartphones. There were models like BlackBerry and all who tried to create an environment, but it is iPhone and Apple who literally killed and revolutionized the entire smartphone industry. And the story is very interesting. It didn't start with the smartphone. Do you know what was the product? And this answer, if anybody can give me, it will be pretty awesome. What was the product which was the precursor to the smartphone? And faculty, please keep quiet, because you all do case studies on all this, you all should know. I want to ask the students, what is the product which is the precursor to the smartphone, which actually laid the foundation and the seeds into the minds of Steve Jobs to come out and work on the smartphone, which eventually he launched in, which was available to public sometime in November 2007, I think. 2007 was the year first smart iPhone. Apple iPhone was version 1. Today we are at 17 or something, right? The digital iPod. Brilliant. Two guys who said it. Stand up and give yourselves a round of applause. Absolutely bang on. The iPod was the foundation. So what did the iPod do? What revolution did the iPod usher in? Circular dial. Yep. Volume and changing the songs. But that is a technology. You're giving me a feature of an iPod. What the iPod did for the first time in the history of human music consumption was it allowed you to fit 1,000 songs in your pocket. That's how the iPod 1 was advertised. Sit. 1,000 songs in your pocket. We come from an era, we are like Gen X, Y, Z, whatever gens were before millennials and Z, that we have used cassette players using pencils to turn the tape, and then came the CDs, then came DVDs, and we've seen all that. And when the iPod came, it was like, wow, 1,000 songs, 2,000, 10,000 songs in your pocket. You guys today have like the luxury of 20 apps which you can download. Gaana, Spotify, ye, wo, dunya ke falane music apps or unlimited access to videos and YouTube. That was not there. It was the iPod which changed this revolution where people could carry digital music in their pocket for the first time. And building up on that, Steve Jobs said that I have an iPod which gives music to the customer. I have a mobile phone which allows people to send text messages and talk. That's all standard pre-smartphone mobiles could do. Send a text, which was not even a video or audio, it was just a text. And you could talk on the phone, incoming, outgoing, nothing else. He said, okay, there is a music player, there is a mobile, and internet is becoming the next craze. What he told his team of engineers, let's create a product which gives these three features in one phone. And that's when he called it the iPhone or the smartphone. He combined music, web browsing, internet access, and of course the telecommunication features of a mobile phone all into one. And any of you all have the, the fan liking following for him, go and see the speech which he gave when he launched the iPhone 1. You can just put it as the launch of iPhone 1, Steve Jobs' speech. And the way he was famous for standing in front of an audience full of tech geeks, and the passion with which he unveiled or released the product and its features, it just drove the world mad. It created this cult following of Apple users, which all of you all are aware of. If you go to see the cult craziness is reduced to a certain extent now, but till the time when iPhone 7, 8 was being released, nearly 5-7 years back, there would be people sleeping outside the iPhone stores across the world when a new version was being launched. People have slept for 24, 36 hours before so that they can get into the store first, because they knew that if you got in late, within few hours, the stock of iPhone available in the store would be sold out. It was pretty crazy. So this is what creativity can do to you, a person who can visualize and see what others cannot see. And there are thousands of examples of that. I mean, coming back home, the example of the Kamath brothers, how they transformed stockbroking in India, which was controlled, which was very clear rules it is to follow. There was a commission involved, which customers used to pay. And both these guys said, why should the customer pay a commission? They'll pay a commission only about a particular transaction size. They changed the entire game by creating Yodha. Today it's the most popular, the most famous, biggest crazy number of followers platform in the country. Nobody had thought of it before, but then the startup ecosystem in India is based completely on this ability of people like you, a lot of people like you, who tomorrow, maybe 2 years down the line, have that potential to create your own startup. And that's why last year when we started Indira University, our chairperson, President ma'am, had a vision that we must create a platform and an outlet for students like you all to explore your creative thinking, convert it into an innovation, like she correctly said, as a product or a service, could be anything, and use the Swakiyam Center, which we have on campus for entrepreneurship and innovation, to be able to guide you and mentor you on that journey. In the last 1 year, we have had 2 batches or cohorts who have been selected and who are undergoing their journey of entrepreneurship out there. Some of those students who are across from all the schools, not only from School of Business, have already won some stunning prizes at the state and the national level for the products they have created. So you all should go and visit. I don't know, Swakiyam presentation is over, but I think in batches you should get them to go and visit the cell also. Let them interact with the earlier students who are created their products. Did some of them come and show the products out here? The electric vehicle team, did they present to them? Let's plan something like that one of the days when we have more time. So yeah, okay, let's go ahead to the next thing. Are we going to, how much time is there? We don't have much time now, no, I think. So it's already 1. Okay, so okay, let's end with this activity. I don't know, first of all, whatever 3 questions we covered up till now, did it make sense to you all? Do you think it was relevant? Are you understanding why the corporate Yodha needs you to have these 6 questions which I have identified? And I want all of you all, we don't have the time, but since most of you all are already logged into the koyo.in, please go in the evening when you go home, get time, complete all the 6 questions. The 3 questions I have tapped upon already. They are pretty unique but important. The next 3, which I didn't go much into, I'm going to quickly tell you what they are about. We've all heard about adversity. The word adversity makes sense to you all? Everybody understands what adversity is? Can one of you all stand up and tell the others, what do you mean by adversity? What is an adverse situation? Come on, somebody said yes sir again. तुम लोग को 50% आंसर्स देने की बहुत आदत हो गई है. Yes sir या no sir, 2 ही आंसर है, 50% आंसर. Then when I ask you explain, who me? Nobody knows the meaning of the word adversity. Come on, again. I can't believe this. Yeah, Nishant. All of you have been a part of adverse situation somewhere in your life. So you should know what adversity is, yeah.
Adversity can mean a catastrophic event that actually comes to us and we don't know what the instinct that we should follow to go through it. Or it's we are not functional enough to go through that situation in a adversity.
Okay, he's described it to the extreme side of a scenario So maybe when he says catastrophic event, all of us have gone through a catastrophic event in our life few years back. What was that? Right? Everybody's gone through COVID. So at least we have one thing in common कि भाई हम सब लोग COVID के शिकार थे कुछ ना कुछ way में, and it affected our life. That is an adverse situation, where a situation which is not in your or my control, we are exposed to that, and it becomes a challenge for us in our life to overcome that situation. That's an adverse situation. Right now today, I'll give you a very clear example. A lot of you all sitting out here, how many of you all were little bit stunned with the whole DQ and the DQ evolution which has happened in business and the adoption, application of DQ to business? Put up your hand sincerely कि हाँ भाई मेरे को थोड़ा झटका लग गया कि DQ इतना deep है and my understanding is so low. Put up your hands, come on. There's nothing to be afraid. First thing I've told you, throw your fear out. तुम इधर इंदिरा में आते हो ना अंदर, तुम fear please बाहर और टपरी पे छोड़ के आना. Okay, don't bring your fear into the campus. Wonderful. So many of you all have put up your hands. Now this, I'll tell you in a way also, is an adverse situation which has been thrown upon you. A sudden dawning that I don't know so much about digital quotient and digital skills. Oh my God. And sir is saying this is going to become a challenge for me to be able to do or become a corporate Yodha and build a successful, offer my candidature as a successful candidature for those 10 lakh plus jobs if I want one next year. Now that's an adverse situation for you. It is suddenly you realize that how deep this thing is and how much I will need to work onto it. So it's not catastrophic the way Nishan put it. This is a challenge. You have to accept it as a challenge. And that's what will happen for you in your workplace also. You will get a lot of adverse situations. Suddenly a competitor launches a new product without your knowledge or a new product feature. And your boss says, why the hell didn't we think about this? Now we have to do catch up. Right? So the moment that itself also is an adverse situation. But it's a challenge. It's not the end of the world for all of us. So what AQ is going to try and teach you and make you aware of is, yes, you will face adverse situations in the world. Adversity is a part of life. It will teach you a way to handle it. Not get bogged down, not get stressed, not get fearful, scared, pressurized. It should be good pressure, a good stress which kind of drives you to come out with your best knowledge, your best experiences, thinking out of the box, creativity. So you'll realize that all these quotients are linked to one another. It's not that you can say, nahin, nahin, main to sirf creative hu, baki sab bakwas hai. It's not that way. All the 6 quotients, you can have a combination for what you think are your top 3 quotients. Somebody might be top in say C, Q, C, S and D. Somebody else might be great in W, D and C. What you need to see is that whatever job domain you have taken for your career, whatever jobs you want to go in for, which are the 3 which will help you the most, 3 or 4 which will help you the most. The humor and wellness quotient are more about your personal thing. It's not so much going to make a huge difference to your corporate career prospects. But of course, once you are there, humor and wellness are habits, especially wellness, because in wellness I cover emotional quotient, I cover your physical well-being, I cover your spiritual evolution. How many of you all think that there is the existence of a soul in your body is important to nurture the soul? So if you think that yes, religion is not necessarily spirituality, right? Somebody talked about ethics out here as a principle of his tagline. And when you're talking about something, a quality like that, it's something to do with your soul, because your soul would not be happy if you cheated or you were dishonest, right? So wellness quotient is going to talk a lot about these aspects. So these 2 are a little easier to follow, humor, wellness, lovely examples in the book, lovely activities, questions which are there in the quiz. Please go and do it. Please complete it for your own sake. Team, remind me to get the DQ digital version, and let's share the digital book with all of them. So whenever at their own pace they can read the book. The book is also unique in a way. Why I call it unique? Because it's one of the few books, rather I have not seen a book like that, where I have come across, I made use of a lot of QR codes. So you'll find that in the whole book there are around 20-25 QR codes, which when you scan will take you to a source of knowledge outside the book. So it literally takes you to a YouTube interview. It will take you to a YouTube documentary. It'll take you to a magazine and an article in a magazine. So what I'm trying to do is, these are all of course official resources. None of them are plagiarized or none of them are copyright violated. Not plagiarized, there's no question of plagiarism. There's nothing copyright violated. And it's all legal sources. The only thing is I'm asking you as a reader to make it interesting for you, that to explain a particular concept, go and see this documentary, go and see this advertisement, which is so creative. All you do is you flip your mobile out, scan it, for a moment you take. So it becomes like an interactive format of a book. So it's pretty unique in that way. I have not come across one, and the people, quite a few people who came across that have said that it's something unique. So that's my creative quotient and my way of trying to use my CQ to be able to make my book a little different. Okay? So that's it from me. We are running out of time. We have run out of time rather. Any questions, any statements any of you all would like to make, give any feedback, please do so now. If not, forever remain silent till I leave the hall. No, nothing like that. Please, 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 please talk. Anything comes to mind. Fast and curious, the Koyos out here, the Spartans out there. It's been fun interacting with you all. For me, it's always great to come and see the new faces of the MBA program, because like I said, I've been part of the founding team of Indira since 1994. And all these years of my life, I've been involved with the MBA, the evolution of the MBA program, and making it special. And that's why we are still very happy and grateful that we are able to attract these many numbers of you all who come from all over India and put faith in us and the MBA which Indira delivers to you year after year to create meaningful lives for you all. It's not only about a career, it's finally a life, because a lot of inputs which we'll give you would be related to your personal growth and development. So thank you everyone. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, sure. You want to say something? About me? हाँ, मेरे बारे में पर्सनल कुछ बोलना है तो बाद में उधर आके मिले, इधर मत, सबके सामने मत कुछ कर यार. You want to tell me or you want to talk on the mic? What happened? Else? Anywhere else feedback? This is something completely out of context of this situation today. Anyone else? Anything I have to say? Okay, great. All of y'all who didn't get a ball, can some members from here come and start throwing them out at everyone and catch. It's a lovely thing which is going to be useful to all of y'all. One team member, come forward and throw to your, let's see how far you can throw the ball. Come on, who's coming? Who's got a good arm? Who plays cricket frequently? Come and throw to your side of the team. Only one person, sab log mat upar aa jao. One person, come on. Take one and start throwing to you all. This is a small gift from my side to you all. It's remember me with that. Throw to your side. Throw. Come on, let's see your arms. Throw to your side. Your team. Come on, let's go. Throw to your team. Catch. Come on. Nice. Let's go. Hey, this side. They're waiting for you. Okay, we have a woman cricketer out here. Let's give a round of applause to Smriti Mandana in the house. Whoa. Let's go. Nice. Just don't fall off, guys. Be careful. नहीं तो तुम लोग बॉल बन जाओगे यहाँ पर. Okay, I'm going to sign off. Wishing you all the very, very best for your MBA journey at Indira. Love you guys. Keep the energy, keep the confidence, and always be positive. Okay? Throw fear out before you come into IU. Ask stupid questions. Ask multiple questions. Don't fear your faculty. They are lovely people. They are your mentors. They are here to guide you and help you. And group photo. How are you going to take a group photo? You want to take one from top like this?
Yeah, you're taking.
You want me to stand there or here? Okay, our creative director out here wants a very creative photo. He wants me to pose. Okay, now a serious photo, huh, Ravi? Okay, you all stand up. He's saying, let's make some noise. Come on, let's make a video. Small video shoot. Come on, let's go. Hey, let's play that. I've made an anthem for you all for corporate Yodha. Let's play that anthem. Jimin, anthem. All of you are going to sing as a song which my team created for you. This is a corporate Yodha anthem. We'll share it with you all.
डिग्री तो बस शुरुआत है, असली परीक्षा वो आपके साथ है। कॉर्पोरेट की इस नई डगर में जीतेंगे वही दम होगा जिनकी नजर में। पहचानो अपनी ताकत को, तुम वीर हो, अपनी किस्मत की खुद तुम तकदीर हो। हर मोर्चे पर जो आगे बढ़ेगा वही तो कॉर्पोरेट योद्धा बनेगा। क्रिएटिविटी से नई राह सजाओ, डिजिटल की ताकत से दुनिया बचाओ। एडवर्सिटी आए तो बाउंस बैक करना, वेलनेस को चुनना, कभी ना डरना। सोशल नेटवर्क से सबको जोड़ो, ह्यूमर से मुश्किलों का रुख तुम मोड़ो। सिर्फ नाम नहीं संकल्प है तुम्हारा, ये पूरा कॉर्पोरेट जगत अब है तुम्हारा। पहचानो अपनी ताकत को, तुम वीर हो, अपनी किस्मत की खुद तुम तकदीर हो। हर मोर्चे पर जो आगे बढ़ेगा वही योद्धा बनेगा।
To all of you guys dedicated. Thank you. Thank you. You got that all? Chalo, let's run. Did you like the song? Can we ask them to send it to you on your mobile and you can send it to all your friends? देखो हम corporate योद्धा बनने वाले हैं क्या?
Thank you so much, sir, for an insightful and energetic session. We are deeply grateful to Professor Chetan Vakalkar, sir, for taking the time out of his busy schedule and to be with us today, and for sharing his invaluable insights, experience, and energy with our newest batch of students. Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful session. Guys, this is a feedback form. You can fill it, and the lunch break will be for 1.5 hours. We all will need you by 2:30 here in the auditorium. So kindly report by 2:30. Okay, guys, we'll need you by 2:50.